Hey everyone, we're back again. We're going to be going over our favourite horror films from the 1980s. Nige is back again with me on this one. Not that I asked him, he just won't fuck off. But
Hey up, you fuckers!
yeah, this is it, Nige. This is the one. This is the one people have been waiting for. The reception we had from the last one has been absolutely insane. Yeah, and people have said they've been dying to see us tackle the 80s, which was no easy task.
I've struggled.
Yeah.
I have struggled.
I think out of the videos we're going to make, this one will be the hardest.
It's because there was so many good ones in the 80s. It's prioritizing which ones are your favorites and then which ones you want to keep as your honorable mentions. And I know, I don't think honorable mentions is cheating. It's just that you're just showing the ones that didn't make the top 10, but you would have loved to put them there. But your top 10, isn't it? You can't put 15 in your top 10. So it's been really difficult.
Yeah. I mean, my honorable mentions, when I watched them, I thought I was enjoying them, but it turns out I really wasn't.
You know what? You need to enjoy them, don't you?
Certainly do, but it ain't fucking happening. Oh, God. Right, Nige. Should we just
honorable mentions? Are we off?
Your honorable mentions, Nige, kick us off because, yeah, this should be a fun one.
I narrowed this down to 8, and these are definitely in no particular order. If I had my way, I would have had all of these in the top 10, but I couldn't.
Yeah.
So this really fucking irks me to do this. But my honourable mentions are the absolutely amazing Dario Argento's Tenebrae.
Mm-hmm.
The kind of groundbreaking at the time because of the effects. Toby Hooper's Poltergeist.
Yep.
What a film. I got 2 of these, so I thought I'd show them both. Another Toby Hooper film. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2. I've got the Vinegar Syndrome one and the Arrow one. Kills me, man. This one kills. Return of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
Oh, why is that not in the top 10? John Carpenter's Christine.
Mm-hmm.
The absolutely amazing and underrated Sleepaway Camp.
Yeah.
Video Nasty that I wanted to put in there as well. Dead and Buried. What a film. And finally, you can only get this on DVD, and it is so underrated, but it's very, very, very controversial. And this is an original. And they're like rocking our shit. This is Clown House. I won't say the director's name because he doesn't deserve it.
Yeah, I agree. But it's one of those where you have to separate the art from the artist.
It's such a brilliant film. It really is a great slasher film. And just in case I'm not believed, it's not a blue copy. It is an original.
Yeah.
So don't mug me or burgle me just to pinch it, please.
So are they your honourable mentions?
That's my honourable mentions.
Oh, didn't make your list. Right, okay. Right, fucking hell. So for the next 2 hours, I'll reel off mine. Oh, right, okay. So honourable mentions for me. I want to say firstly as well, our top 10 list and our honourable mentions, this is just personal opinion, so don't shoot us down or anything like that for saying, why didn't you have this on? Why didn't you have this? We've only got 10 slots.
Whereas I would like to say to you all, I don't give a fuck what you think. If you don't agree with me, do your own fucking top 10 and stop fucking moaning like an old woman. I ain't as polite.
There is that.
Can't be done with it all.
There is that as well. Right, okay, so my honourable mentions, The Lost Boys didn't make my list. I know. Your face says it all.
It wouldn't even make me top fucking 100, that.
Yeah. Tenebrae didn't make my list.
Evil
Dead 1 and 2 didn't make my
Evil
list.
Dead, that was another one I meant to get out.
Evil Dead 1 and 2 didn't do it. Cat People didn't make my list. Cujo didn't make my list. Demons, Pumpkinhead, the original Child's Play.
I'd have had Cujo if I'd have thought on.
Creepshow didn't make my list.
What?
Yep, Creepshow didn't make it.
Holy shit!
The Blob didn't make my list. Halloween 2 and 3 didn't make my list.
Wow! You've shocked me with that one.
Yeah, Night of the Creeps didn't make my list. As much as I fucking love that movie, it didn't get in the top 10. The Burning didn't make my list. My Bloody Valentine didn't get on my list.
Bloody hell!
The Fog, Prince of Darkness, Hellraiser, Intruder, Deadly Friend, Maniac, Pet Sematary, Society, Spellbinder, Night of the Demons, Poltergeist 1 and 2, Maniac Cop, The Monster Squad, Blood Rage, Witchboard.
Blood Rage.
And Vamp, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, April Fool's Day, Reanimator, Silent Night, Deadly Night, The Dead Zone, Psycho 2, Pieces, Basket Case, The House by the Cemetery, Scanners, The Howling, Terror Train, Prom Night, Dress to Kill, and Inferno. They're all my honorable mentions. I absolutely love all those films, and they didn't crack my top 10.
Just say that was your honourable mentions. So if you just take off about 10 to 15%, all the rest of them would have been in mine as well.
Yeah.
I picked up some of those that you've mentioned, and I was like, I can't just list all these. If I'd have done as many, I think that list, for the most part, would have been very, very similar.
Like, let's be honest, the top 10 80s, we probably could have done this video 5 times with different titles.
Yeah.
Because there's just that many.
I reckon if we were to do this again in 5 years' time,
might have changed.
It could be a different story. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there was that many. The stuff, I thought of that as well. I love the stuff.
Yeah.
That Class of Nuke Maya, I absolutely love that, but I can't just pick everything.
No.
Firestarter. I know that's not really much like a horror, but it is classed as one. But
that feels like a John Carpenter film, but it's not a John Carpenter film.
No, it's not. It does feel like, especially with that soundtrack by Tangerine Dream.
That soundtrack's great. Oh God, yeah. This was tough. This was
very, very tough.
Very tough.
And I'm still looking at these thinking, but I'm going to stick with it for now because I went through them all 3 times to make sure.
I think we've done well.
We've done well. So do I.
10.
Don't you feel guilty though? Like you feel a bit shit for missing some of them out?
Yeah.
I'm gutted. I really am gutted. Because people are like, well, I thought you said you like that film. I do. I love it, but
yeah.
There's that many. What you pick and what you leave out. Them what I named and some what you named, I could have probably quite easily swapped over with any of numbers 10 to 5.
Yeah. And I'm cheating a bit with mine because my number 8 is 2 titles. I couldn't pick. You'll find out as we go on.
I've done that before, but these are all definitely just one title, each one.
So, yeah. I couldn't do it. I'll get to that one when I get to it. But yeah, it's the 80s, isn't it?
I thought the 70s was tough.
Yeah.
It was a fucking breeze compared to this. This was difficult. This was really difficult.
I mean, leaving, for me, the ones that hurt the most were Night of the Creeps, because I fucking love that movie.
I probably could have put that as well now, because I absolutely love it now. I've seen it like 3 times.
My Bloody Valentine and The Burning, they hurt. They hurt.
I can well believe it.
Particularly with the work Scream Factory have done with the 4Ks, it was painful leaving them off.
Both of them, but I mean, to be honest, they were 2 films I've always watched a lot. But when I saw those Scream Factory transfers, my love for those films, both of these films that you've just mentioned there, grew even more. Couldn't believe it.
Yeah. First time I watched My Bloody Valentine, it was on a shit DVD.
Mine was a VHS, believe it or not.
Watching it on 4K was like watching it for the first time, and I had a whole brand new appreciation for it. It was like watching a different film
with all those added scenes back in as well.
Because when you watch it with those scenes cut, it's barely even a horror film.
Yeah,
just
with them in, it definitely. But there's no doubt in my mind that would have been a video nasty because that was gorier than some of the Friday the 13th.
Yeah, yeah, and the burning that killed me to leave that off.
Yeah,
as much as I love it, probably top 3, section 1 for me. In there, definitely. If not,
it's
2.
my favourite. It is my favourite section 1.
Yeah,
it's like that between that and Tenebrae for me.
Yeah,
they're very, very close. I wouldn't like to pick between them. If I had to, I'd probably go with the burning more because I know I've watched it more.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, if we haven't said it enough, yeah, this is going to be the hardest list I think we've compiled because for me the 80s is not just the best decade for horror, it's probably the best decade for film.
Everything, really.
Everything. Film and music, I think this decade is... I wasn't even born in the decade, but I looked back on it when I was in the 90s growing up and I was fascinated by it. But yeah, this was I think we've come up with some films that we've done our taste justice with. But we don't know what each other's picked either. Again, like the last
No,
film.
I know you're gonna have some crackers in there though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure some are gonna match.
I hope some of ours do match. I hope
possibly in different positions, but I do think they'll be in there.
Yeah. But yeah, should we get into the list then? Do you want to kick it off with your number 10?
Yeah. Right, my number 10.
Number 10. Go on.
Back out with the box set again, because the first one was in my 60s. My number 10 is Psycho 2.
Okay.
When this came out, I wasn't particularly interested in it. I was like, why do you want to do a sequel after all these years? And then when I finally got to see it, it absolutely blew my mind. And it is actually my favourite Psycho film. I like it better than the original, even though the original is an amazing film and groundbreaking, and I absolutely love it to bits. There's just something about this. I don't know if it's the 80s feel. I don't know, it's the whole, you actually do feel sorry for him. And the fact he's got the girl living with him. And that she is such a bonny lass in that as well. She's better looking than Jennifer, isn't she? Meg Tilly. There's just something about that film. I love it. And because it was the 80s, it upped the gore a little bit. And the ending's amazing. But yeah, I absolutely love this film from 1983, Psycho 2.
No, it didn't make my list. It was more one of my honorable mentions. But yeah, when I found out there was a sequel to Psycho, I just thought, well, it's going to be shit straight off the bat because
so did I.
This one's such a masterpiece. But that is one of the most underrated horror sequels, in my opinion, anyway.
Yeah.
I know Anthony Perkins and Meg Tilly didn't really sort of get on when they were making that film.
Didn't they? I didn't know that.
No. I think she was brought on, and I think them getting Anthony Hopkins back was quite a big deal because I don't know if how he felt about it, but getting him back was quite a big deal. And when they were doing scenes together, he felt like he wasn't really being appreciated for coming back. And he was kind of sort of like telling the director, she needs to sort of realize that me being here is a big deal. I don't know if he was a bit big-headed about it.
Sounds good.
But yeah, it was the two of them had a bit of a rift. But I'll tell you who makes the movie for me is Dennis Franz. I fucking love that actor.
Is that the one who's the copper in Dressed to Kill with the tash?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's amazing.
He comes in and he's just, the way he goes into that diner and he looks horrible. And he's like, what have I got to do?
You love me.
Yeah. I want some of what Norman had last night and all this.
And I think he's funny in whatever he does, but even if he doesn't mean to be, he was really funny in Dressed to Kill as well.
He just makes a movie for me. He's one of those actors.
Yeah,
like, if he's in the movie, it's automatically better because he's in it. He's the best.
Did he die?
No, he's still going, I think.
Holy shit!
He's still going.
Never seen him in anything for years. He must have retired.
He's probably the best part about Die Hard 2, in my opinion. He's hilarious in that.
I haven't seen that for donkey's years. I've only seen it once.
he's like the chief of police at the airport in it. But yeah, he's just such a good actor. He's in a lot of De Palma films in the 80s as well. But yeah, Psycho 2, it's nothing to be sniffed at. Even if you the sound on paper, it sounds like it shouldn't work on paper, but it really does.
It really does.
It really does work. But yeah, I think it's a great sequel.
So do I.
Really underrated. So that's
my number 10.
Right, my number 10
is
fucking hell. It was one of your honorable mentions, but it's my number 10. And this movie gets onto the list, I think, mainly for the ending, and it is Sleepaway Camp.
Mine was on my. Do you know what? Mine was number 10 originally.
Yeah, this for me is just, it has some of the worst acting in it I think you'll ever see in a movie.
That adds to it, though, I think.
It adds to it, yeah. It just adds to it. It's all part of the package with this movie. The bad acting, the weird characters. 80% of this probably does feel like a Friday the 13th ripoff on paper when you think about it. You look at it and go, yeah, that just looks like it's cut from the same cloth as all those other slasher movies that came out in the 80s. But this one is different and it does stick out above the rest, particularly with that ending.
Now, not only that Coke as well.
There's no sugarcoating it. He's a fucking nuts. He just is. He's
and doesn't even try to hide it either.
No, they weren't trying to hide it either. The head counselor in this, he looks like a fucking Temu Sid James.
Clothing as well, tartan trousers.
It's like a slasher version of Carry On Camping.
He looks about 162. He's one ugly motherfucker, and he pulls one of the best looking birds on the camp, who's only in like late teens, early 20s. Yeah, that would happen, you ugly bastard.
Yeah. So, to sort of set the
fuck.
To sort of set the premise with this, it is a camp slasher movie, of course it is. But there is a darker sort of undertone to the movie. It has probably one of the most shocking endings to come out of a horror film from the 80s. It would have been then. I've heard nowadays people bitch and complain about it, and I'm just like, I don't fucking care.
Nah.
I love the movie. I love what it was. It was groundbreaking for the time. It just was. And yeah, it goes in. The twist is it's something to do with a certain demographic. And for me, if someone's going through that, if someone's part of that demographic, then they've come to a real life realization that that's who they are. That's who they've got to be for the remainder of their life. This is forced upon the person. That decision is not made willingly. That realization is not come to by that person. It's forced on them. And anyone with a brain cell will tell you that when they watch the movie with the true villain of the movie. But this is just so much fucking fun. It just is. It just is. It's just great. It's just so fun. The ending is creepy as fuck, not because of the reveal, but because of the noises the character makes and the face they pull.
Yeah.
It's really, it gets really, really under my skin. Really, really under my skin. I saw this for the first time about 11, 12 years ago, and I was creeped out by that ending. I just was.
What do you think of it when if it pauses on the certain person's face, and then before the credits come up, the screen sort of turns green?
Yeah.
I thought that looked really creepy as well.
Yeah. I mean, when the reveal happens, the movie pretty much ends straight away. It's just whoa. The reveal happens, and then there's no conclusion. That's it. There's no wrap up.
I think as well, when you said it's one of the most shocking endings, it's not like as in shocking a jump scare. It's more like my reaction was my jaw dropped, and I got goosebumps because I was like, "Oh my god!" It's really, really freaked me out. Wasn't expecting it at all.
No, it's you can't you can't watch this movie with today's standards. You just can't, because you have to cast
No.
yourself back to 83 when you watch this movie, because horror movies back then were just coming out. You were getting adult probably a few every week, back then.
Yeah,
And
you were.
This one probably, it sticks out. It leaves its mark with you, definitely. You will remember the end of this movie when you watch it for the first time. Like, it will stick with you. But yeah, it's just such a fun movie. The women in this film are just horrible monsters, and the guys in it are just have been left with the skimpiest shorts and vests.
God, I know.
It's just so bizarre. My printer's kicking off a pong now.
Look out for the copper as well with a mustache. He's got a mustache. Then later on in the film, he's got a mustache, but you can see it's glued on. Whereas earlier on, I'm sure it was a real tash.
Yeah. Oh, sorry about that.
I think that this film now, it's got more of appreciation now than when it first came out, because I think it had a different title over here. It was called it was something to do with a holiday. I can't remember what it was called. And it actually had like a Freddy and a Jason mask and something else, and it was very misleading. And I think people looked at that and thought, oh, it's just a stupid rip-off, so I'm not going to bother watching it. Whereas now, it's known under its proper title, and it just seems to have a bigger appreciation. I think if you've ever been wondering, oh, I wouldn't mind seeing that, get it watched before anybody else spoils it for you, and just don't go in not knowing anything and just watch it.
Yeah. Yeah, I absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. It's just one of the funnest slasher movies.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Prepare yourself for some dodgy acting as well, but it adds to it.
And a filthy pedo. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He gets what he deserves. But yeah, that's my number 10.
So that's your number 10.
Number 10, Sleepaway Camp. I'd say as well, check the sequel out as well, particularly the second one, because the second one's actually a lot of fun. You can probably stop after that if you want.
I didn't mind. I can't remember much about them, but I didn't mind 2 and 3, to be honest.
Yeah, two's really good because it has that slasher vibe to it, but 3 is a bit silly. I've not seen 4.
I need to rewatch them both again. I've never seen 4. It's supposed to be really bad.
Yeah, I've heard it's bad, but yeah, that's my number 10. So your number 9.
My number 9 again was originally higher, but after a shuffle around, it's number 9.
Halloween 3.
Halloween 3.
Yeah.
This has gone way up in my estimation since when I first seen it, because it just I can't go through Halloween now without watching this. It's just, for me, it's just sums up Halloween in a nutshell. The actual Halloween season, Halloween night, when you see it, it is just amazing. And as much as I love that newly commissioned artwork, you can't beat that. Look at that sky on that.
Yeah.
I love that artwork. I remember when I rented this out when it first came out in 1983 on video. And I watched it and I was like, what the hell was that load of shite? Where's Michael? And that's what everybody was saying. But I thought, even if you take Michael away, that film was garbage. And then when it came on sell-through, I bought it again. And it was the same version as the rental. I was like, Jesus. Then one Halloween, mid to late 80s, BBC One showed it. And they showed this one, the uncut version. So you saw the backfire from the badge.
Yeah.
The pulling off of the head, all in its uncut glory. I was like, holy shit. Didn't expect that. I'd never seen it before. But those aside now, I just watch this on Halloween, and I like to watch it about tea time when it's sunny and it's just starting to get dark, and it feels like you were on about Halloween, where it makes you feel like when you watch it on Halloween, it's so it's happening. Exactly the same with this. And Tom Atkins. How can you not love Tom Atkins? He's amazing whatever he does.
Yeah.
But yeah, this has gone up in my estimation a hell of a lot. So that's my number 9, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch.
Yeah. I've always been up and down on it, but now I'm very, very up on it with the past because it wasn't. I think definitely the success they wanted it to be when it came out.
No,
People hated it. I think
people
people
say I shouldn't have had the Halloween title, but I disagree because I don't think if it did, I don't think it would have been seen as much. Whereas other people argue and say it would have been more popular, I don't think it would have.
No. I think the big problem with it was people were judging it for what it wasn't instead of what it was. It was like, it doesn't have Michael Myers in it. Why is it called Halloween? You know, but it's just a great movie in its own right.
I agree. I mean, I was like, well, I thought Halloween 2 ended so good. He can't come back from that. And then when they announced Halloween 5, and then I was like, oh, you're fucking joking, aren't you? I was quite happy with it just being left as it was.
Yeah.
And then it went on and on and on and on and on, and it just got where people start to say, can you stop with the Halloweens now?
Yeah. Different
generation, obviously, is saying that, but no more. It's stopped now. Leave it.
No. It's just a great creepy tale, and it has one of the best. Talk about Sleepaway Camp. Halloween 3 has one of the best endings ever.
Everybody says that as well, don't they?
The ending's great. Like, it's just
leave it up to you.
Yeah. The third.
What happens there? Well, what do you think happens?
Yeah. Yeah, I really do enjoy that movie. I love the villain in it as well.
I love it. Absolutely love it.
The hills run red. Yeah.
I love the way he says that.
Yeah. Those robots in it are just absolutely creepy and all.
Yeah.
The music in it is great.
I think it's probably the best Halloween soundtrack, and for me it's one of the greatest synth soundtracks of any film of all time. I think it's amazing. It's
a lot of it's even overtaken the first one for a lot of people as well. I think they have.
I've heard people say that.
Yeah. Does Jamie Lee Curtis have a cameo in it as well? I think she's the voice of the announcer.
She's the voice who was announced on the curfew when it's getting dark.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't know that for donkey's years. I only found out that sometime, I'm going to say within the last 10 years. It was when I lived here. And when I found out, I was like, no way. And then when I watch it now, you can tell it's her.
Yeah.
Now, when you know it's her, you can hear it is.
Yeah.
So I always class now that she's technically in that one as well.
Yeah. Can't blame
so she was in 1, 2, and 3, then H2O.
Yeah. She's been in more of them than less of them.
She has.
Yeah.
Then there was Resurrection. That would be the 5th one. And then the 3 of the last ones, there's 8.
Yeah.
So she's definitely been in more. Yeah, she has.
Yeah.
I would like to have seen, have a little, how Alfred Hitchcock used to do his little cameos. I would have liked to have seen Jamie Lee Curtis just be an extra wandering around or looking in the shop window or something like that. I thought that would have been good.
Yeah, definitely. I can't fault you for having that number 9 because it is
number 9. Yeah. And what's your number 9?
My number 9, and we're going to be getting into this quite early, I guess. But it is from.
Wow.
Yep. So my
Let me guess
9,
which one. Is it part 6?
My number 9 is Jason Lives.
Wow. Yeah, it is.
Part 6. So this is very much another slasher, camp slasher. This is my favorite Friday the 13th movie out of all of them. I'm not taking anything away because I, on some level, enjoy every Friday movie. That includes Jason Goes to Hell and Jason X. I do enjoy them on some level. Some are better than others.
Jason Goes to Hell, it's amazing.
I'm sure we'll get to that when we do the 90s one. But yeah, this is. I think this represents what the series is about. As it went on, bar the first 2, I think this represents it the best, in my opinion. Anyway,
I also think that one is such a lot of fun. It's got some sort of like a feel good element to it. I don't know what it is. There's a lot of humor in it.
Yeah, it knows what it is. I think this movie knows what it is, because part 5 was disappointing for a lot of people. I think that's sort of renowned as being one of the worst in the series, but this one injected it, I think, with a bit of new life. It literally does at the start of the movie. The character Jason's brought back by lightning. It has that weird James Bond opening, which is just great. With walking past the barrel, it's just such a tongue-in-cheek movie, and it knows what it is. It's having fun. The kills in it are great. Jason looked great in it.
I love the Jason in that
one. Really does look like this zombie brute in the movie. But yeah, my word, this is just a fun slasher movie, which is just so entertaining. It's definitely one of the more entertaining ones out of the series. I mean, it kind of dipped in quality. I think the Paramount ones after this one, with 7 and 8,
they're
not as good as this, in my opinion.
No, they're not.
But if you just want a fun slasher movie, part 6 is the way to go. And I'd follow it probably with part 4 and part 1 and 2 as well, because they're great. They probably would be, if I was doing a ranking, they'd be just behind this one.
Yeah,
I think, because parts 1 and 2 are a bit more serious. They don't have the humor this one has. But yeah, this is just a delightful slasher movie, and I absolutely love it. It's my favorite of the Friday movies. So yeah, this is my number 9. Friday the 13th, part 6, Jason Lives. Yeah.
I actually saw that one at the cinema as well. That was the second one I seen at the cinema. The first one I saw at the cinema was part 5, and I loved it. And I saw that as a double bill. It was on with April Fool's Day. What a showing that was. 2 films for the price of one there, and it was them 2.
Yeah.
I wasn't overly fussed at first, but when the video came out, the more I watched it, the more I loved it.
Yeah.
I noticed as well, and I don't know if it's ever really occurred to me, you mentioned 3 homages straight away there that's done. So it did a homage to zombie films in general, really, because of the way that Jason is. James Bond.
Yep.
And then the lighting at the beginning, it was like Frankenstein, how we brings back,
Yeah. He gets pretty much dug up at the beginning because these 2 dicks want to bring him back for whatever fucking reason. Why would you? He's just killing innocent people left, right, and center. But let's bring him back. Yeah.
Let's bring him back. Yeah.
It's the only one where he's like definitively dead at the beginning, and he just decide to bring him back willingly. But yeah, it's just so much fun. It is just so much fun. It just captures the spirit of 80s slasher movies. This one for me.
I've actually got the music in my head now. I've looked at that cover.
Yeah. It's just great.
My favorite final girl as well.
Yeah.
Megan, or Megan as they call her in that.
But if you do want to delve into it and you want a box set which has everything, this is sadly going out of print now, if not already. But this set is, if you see it, grab it, because this is the best way to own the movies, I think. The only way they could have topped this is if the movies were on 4K. But we can't have everything, but this is a miracle in itself because there's so many right things going on. The stars just aligned for this perfectly to come out. So
I mean, there's a slight chance, it depends, because I know Paramount did 1, 2, 3, and 4 on Blu-ray steelbooks, and then the stop they didn't do 5, 6, 7, 8. If they get 5, 6, 7, and 8 out, because I'm pretty sure they're going to do 3 and 4 now, they've done 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Arrow have already brought out 9, 10, and the remake. So all we need is the rest of the Paramounts, and then Freddy vs. Jason. But even if they all come out on 4K, apart from the picture quality, there's still not going to be any better than that, because some of the extras on that you will not get on the 4K. They've done it in part 2. All those uncut scenes the Scream Factory found, they belong to them. And I personally think that Blu-ray looks better than the 4K. The 4K of the original is really fucking dark.
Right.
So I can't recommend that box set enough.
But if you are based in the UK, it is region locked, so you do need.
It is all region A locked, yeah.
You need a multi-region.
Don't moan about it. Get fucking region free. We've been telling you for long enough. It's worth it.
Region I'm sure you could get the 4K of Part 9, but this had the director's cut, is it, of Part 9, which has so much more gore in it. That tent kill was amazing, but we'll save that for another day. But yeah, this is probably the best Friday the 13th set there's ever been, is what I'm trying to say.
Absolutely.
In my opinion, anyway. But yeah, anyway, we'll move on. That was my number 9.
Part 6.
Part 6, Jason Lives. Yeah. So your number 8, Nige.
My number 8. I'm not really giving much away by doing that, so I'll just whip it out. Right, there we are. My number 8 is the original Nightmare on Elm Street. I thought this was going to be higher, but I had to swap around a bit, but I absolutely love this film. And the 4K on this looks amazing. There's nothing you can really say about this film. I think people who haven't seen it even know what it's about. He was a filthy child killer. The parents do him in, and he comes back to kill their kids in their dreams. But if he comes back in your dream and kills you, you die for real.
Yeah.
And then they start thinking about things like, I wonder if I can bring him out the dream, and it's that type of thing. It sounds daft when you say it like that, but it really does work. And I mean, just look at that. He's just one creepy son of a bitch.
Yeah.
And I think in the original, he's at one of his most ominous, this and in part 2. A lot of people don't like part 2, but he's really, really sinister in part 2. But for me, the film itself, the original, all day, every day. I used to like part 3 better when I seen that in the 80s and for a few years afterwards. But when I sit and watch them now, this is the one I could always just go back to it anytime. And it's Johnny Depp's first film as well.
Yeah.
He looks really fucking young in it. So my number 8 is the original A Nightmare on Elm Street from 1984.
Yeah. For me, that's the creepiest one out of all of them, I think. I love the first 3.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, but that one for me is probably the best one. When I was thinking about it, I was like, is it 1? Is it 3?
That's what I was like.
But then I was weighing it up and I was like, I think it might just be 1. Just because I do, as a horror film, I think it's scarier. Whereas 3 is really, really entertaining with its characters. But I think 1 is just, there's a couple of scenes in 1. I'll get to it when I get to it, but there's a couple of scenes that do get under my skin in 1.
I think with part 3, though, the thing that made me, as I got older, instead of absolutely loving those characters in their dreams, the kids, they started to irritate me. I was just like, you get on my nerves now with your fucking superpowers. Who do you think you are, Superman? And that's probably why a lot of people like that better, because there's too many fucking Marvel fans, so they probably like that more. But the original, it's more sinister, I think.
Yeah.
Especially when you hear a backstory. So yeah, that's my number 8.
So that's your number 8, okay. My number 8 is 2 movies.
Oh, this is the one, is it?
This is the one. And I could not decide between the 2.
They're not sequels or anything, they're just 2 totally different films.
They're 2 totally different films, yeah, but they do. There was a bit of relevance when they came out together, because they both came out the same year. I think there was a rights issue with the titles. Were one of them, I think. But yeah,
I'm intrigued, yeah.
I get comedy from 1 and I get gore from the other, and they just deliver for me. I get the same sort of happy vibe feeling from both when I watch them. So my number eight is Return of the Living Dead and Day of the Dead.
Ah. Now, when you first said it, I thought you were going to say Return of the Living Dead and Part 2, but I thought they weren't the same, yeah.
I couldn't pick between the two. I really, really couldn't.
Return of the Living Dead was one of my honourable mentions, but Day of the Dead didn't even make it for me.
Doesn't make it?
Not even an honourable mention, no. I do like it, but I don't love it as much as you and the rest of the lads do.
Yeah. I just really, really do get a kick out of both of these movies. Return of the Living Dead is the Jason Lives of the zombie films, I think. It's just very, very tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah,
it knows what it is.
That's a good way to put it.
It wears its heart on its sleeve, this movie. It just absolutely has a blast with what it is doing. The zombies in this are very, very different as well. They are borderline impossible to kill. The ending is just bleak as hell. With
yeah, it is.
When you remember it for a horror comedy movie, this just really, really is. It has a dark ending, really, really dark ending. But the score in it is great. Linnea Quigley with her fucking Ziggy Stardust hairdo in the movie. Lydia Stardust and Ziggy Quigley.
Lydia Stardust. Oh God, that sounds like something out of Deep Throat.
Yeah.
Hey Christ.
Well, any excuse to get a kit off in a horror film, and this one's no exception. So
yes, those wet little titties in that graveyard.
Yeah. It has some of the best effects in it as well. Not as good as this one for effects, I don't think, but this is just a fun zombie movie with, again, some great characters, some really disturbing stuff at the start when they're trying to figure out what's going on with some of the the dog that's cut in half.
Split dog. Yeah, that got me when I first seen that. That really upset me. That.
Yeah.
I laugh at it now.
Yeah, but it's just, when you think about it, it's like, it's not nice because they start hitting it and it's making noises
and it's the yelping. Yeah.
Tarman, I don't know how the hell he moves his body like that. It's like every joint is loose and rusty, and the way he moves is.
I'm sure I seen in an interview at some point, but didn't they hire a dancer for that part?
I'm not sure.
I'm sure the guy who plays Tarman he's a dancer or some sort of arts performer or something.
Okay.
Obviously explain why he moves the way he does.
Why he moves the way he does, but it's this is just one of the most fun zombie movies I think you'll ever see. I do have the Arrow one as well, but I own this one first, and it's original.
How you are with that and Day of the Dead, I'm like that with that and Dawn of the Dead. Thankfully, though, those two are different decades, or I would have been in the same boat.
I think that's why I've sort of put them together, because they are both similar. I think George Romero was a bit upset when this one came out because for rights reasons, they could use the term "Living Dead."
Living Dead.
Yeah, but this one, for me, the star of the show is Tom Savini. This showcases his work at its best. It was probably the goriest zombie movie at the time as well. And people
the most disturbing bit in that, all I'm going to say is one word, you'll know exactly what I mean. Voice box.
Yeah.
That really, really got me.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah. Really, really, really messed up the effects in this movie, but they are amazing. They are like, if you cast yourself back to 85 and you think, I'm going to watch this for the first time, and you watch those gore effects, they are some of the most stomach-churning things you'll see.
For 1985, I don't know how that passed the censors, I'll be honest.
Yeah, I don't, because
there was stuff a lot softer than that got banned.
Yeah. I think because they used real animal entrails as
offal
well
and stuff. Yeah,
from butchers and stuff. That adds to it. It makes it look more. It makes it look the real deal. You know.
Yeah.
When they do it, when they tear Captain Rhodes apart at the end, because I think when they did that, the zombies had like nose plugs. The actors had nose plugs, so they couldn't smell it. And I think when they did the shoot, the fridges that they kept all the gore in stopped working for a couple of days before they noticed. So Joe Pilato, who plays Captain Rhodes, when he's getting ripped to bits, he's the only one that can smell the bad smell, and they all felt really bad for him because he just got plastered with this smell of off cow or pig guts.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I think
but it smelled like somebody spewed up on a dirty fanny.
Yeah, because Greg Nicotero's in the movie as well.
Yes,
and he does meet his end in the movie. So I think in real life as well, they had like a cast of his head, and I think he took it home with him and left it on the dining room table for his mum to find. And I think his mum nearly had a heart attack.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah. So
I didn't know that. Yeah. How would he did it deliberate or just put it down and forgot to take it upstairs or something?
Yeah. It was. I'm sure I watched because there's very little special features on this movie. Like at the time to find documentaries, there's a ton on Dawn of the Dead on YouTube, but there's very little on Day of the Dead. But yeah, this is.
What edition's that?
This is the Arrow Steelbook. So, there's the Arrow logo.
Oh, that's nice, that.
Yeah. But yeah, you get the 2 discs on the inside.
That's different artwork as well, because I've got the Arrow window box one.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the discs are different as well.
Yeah, but I think you mentioned in one of your videos as well, they found the proper negatives for this, so they are going to hopefully deliver a 4K soon.
It turns out it wasn't the proper negatives. It was. No, is it they have a internegative and a positive something? Or they found they found a really good print of it, which is a positive thing, whatever it is. And Scream Factory was supposed to be doing it, but I don't think anybody knows what's going on with Scream Factory now.
No, which is a shame because they do some of the best 4Ks, in my opinion.
I mean, what's a company that they can buy their stuff from now called?
Well, I haven't got a clue.
Got a weird name, it's just like one word. There's like the Scream Factory shop is like on that website now. There's no Scream Factory website, and I can't remember what it's called.
No, I'm not sure.
Everybody seems to keep thinking, like, when you watch the big American YouTubers and stuff, they still keep going on as though it will come out this year, but they're reckoning around Halloween.
But if not, I'd hope Second Sight do what they've done with Dawn.
That's what I want. I would rather that.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my number 8 pick, Return of the Living Dead and Day of the Dead. I couldn't decide. I kind of sort of put these two in the same pigeonhole, in the same bracket, just because...
I get your thinking behind it, because they're like similar films. I know how much you love Day of the Dead as well, so I do get that.
I mean, I'm always... I don't know how I would rank the Romero trilogy, apart from the fact that I know Dawn is my number 1. It's always changing between night and day. They're always interchanging, but Dawn for me will always be number 1.
Man's Dawn, night, day.
Yeah.
But it is just an amazing trilogy anyway, so...
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I mean, we've watched them back to back twice, haven't we?
Yeah.
And that's just us together without watching them on our own.
No, it always makes for an entertaining watching the 3 of them. Yeah. It always is great. You know, there isn't a bad one.
No, there's not.
I know a lot of people whose favourite is Day, which I can't take anything away from that either. You know, it's a trilogy. It's a trilogy where if you said any of them was your favourite one, I couldn't fault you for it because they're all different and they all bring something to the table. They're all their own film. Yeah, they're just a blast, these horror films. But yeah, my number 8 joint is Return of the Living Dead and Day of the Dead. I couldn't pick. They're both similar in terms of what they're going for in genre, and they both came out the same year. Yeah, I just love them. Really do have a good time with them. I just sort of get the same satisfaction from both when I watch them. So that's why I couldn't really differentiate the two. So
I totally get that.
Yeah. So that's my number 8. So moving on to your number 7, Nige.
Number 7.
Number 7. It feels like we're burning through these.
I know. This was lower, and I've made this a bit higher because I thought, I'll just love this film. The Shining.
Yeah.
I absolutely love this film. The first time I seen it was on the original Warner Brothers rental tape when they were rent only, when you couldn't buy them. And I didn't know at the time, but it was the full US version. Then when it came out on sell-through, I bought the tape and I was watching it. I was like, I'm sure there was more to that. And I watched it again and I started remembering bits like when he hires the snowplow and stuff like that. And then it was only when I found out years later that the longer version was the American cut. And what they said was where I heard it from. Kubrick didn't want the extended cut at all. He said he wanted just the normal UK theatrical, but he said he made it that much longer because the Americans wouldn't have been able to understand half the stuff with it being like filmed over here. And so I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
But anyway, I like the longer version so much better. And I know there's still people haven't seen this. Basically, Jack Nicholson goes for an interview way out in the middle of nowhere, and it's just hills and mountains and a lot of snow. And the job is for a caretaker. They want him to stay there. I think it's about 4 to 6 months or something. He's got to live there, but it'll be just totally isolated. There'll be him, his wife, and their little boy, Danny. And he gets the job. But there's a story behind it. And they say, we need to tell you this story before you accept it. But he just like, yeah, wonderful. I love it. And the wife's a big horror fan, takes the job, up they go. And as you can imagine, not all goes according to plan. This is, if not the best, it's definitely one of the best Jack Nicholson performances. He's absolutely fantastic in it. He scares the shit out of you. He's creepy as fuck. I don't think I could have acted with him. That little boy, I think it's the only film he ever made. He's called Danny Lloyd.
Yeah.
You'd think he'd been acting all his young life. He's fantastic in it. Scatman Crothers, who's no longer with us. He's the baldy black guy he's the cook. He's phenomenal in it as well. Shelley Duvall, Jesus Christ. I thought she was absolutely amazing in it, and I think Kubrick was like particularly horrible to her on set. And I've seen people actually think that's the reason why her mental health suffered in years later, because of the way she was treated on the set of this. But he was going for what he wanted, and my God, he got it. Yeah. Unfortunately, detrimental to Shelley Duvall's health. But yeah, The Shining, one of the greatest horror and any films really of all time for me.
Wow. Yeah. I can't disagree there, Nige.
I know when it came out, I was like, there's no way in hell I'll dare watch that. But when you watch it, it's not as horrific as what you think. It's more, it's the creepiness, the scare that makes it scary, really. It's not like a slasher or anything like that. Very psychological.
Yeah. Kubrick, for me, borderline directed a masterpiece in every genre, I think, and that's his contribution to horror.
And my God, he did it proud.
And although it is very, very different in parts to the book, it's just such a well-made movie.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it.
We all know Stephen King has never really been a fan of that movie, and he's never really sort of embraced it. But I think on the whole, if you benefit from not reading the book, watching that film.
Well, Stephen King thinks AC/DC are better than Iron Maiden, so I'd take what he thought with a pinch of salt.
Yeah. I mean, it's on my list. I'll get to it when I get to it, but it's a bit higher for me. But yeah, I can't fault you for picking it.
Yeah,
my number 7. Your number 7, yeah, Yeah, it's just a great movie. Great movie. Creepy as fuck. And I agree, it's one of Nicholson's best. And one of two movies he made with Scatman Crothers, the other being One Flew Over the Cuckoo's
Nest. He's funny in that, Scatman Crothers.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if they did. I don't know if they did any other films together, but those are the two that really stick out to me.
They're the only two I know of. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But my God, the Scatman Crothers is just so likable in that film.
He is.
Yeah.
He really is.
Yeah. Wow.
So
my number 7 is the first of 2 John Carpenter films to make my list. So my number 7 is Christine.
Wow.
Yeah. When I said you could go through that scrap pile, I didn't mean you could build your own fucking car.
I love him.
Robert Prosky, yeah.
Is it Darnell's or something they call the garage?
Something like that, yeah.
It's a Darnell's or Arnold. I'm sure it's Darnell's. Yeah, what a cranky old bastard.
Yeah. So this is funnily enough another Stephen King based movie. So we picked Stephen King for 7. But yeah, this for me is just such a fun, rewatchable movie where not a lot is happening in terms of spectacle. It's a very small movie, but there's
pristine slip.
I didn't get a pristine slip with mine, unfortunately.
It's like rocking horse shite. It's not easy to find.
You think you're enjoying that slip cover, but you're really not.
You best pass it over there, will you, to me?
I want a pristine slip cover.
Pristine.
Oh, fucking hell, we're just making this up.
There's a Kiss song called Christine 16. I want a Christine 16.
Oh, God.
Back to the plot.
Yeah, Christine. So this is very much, has that vibe of the 50s vibe to it at the start of the movie. We see this assembly line and this car's coming out, and immediately something's different because all the cars on this assembly line are white and one of them's red. So you immediately know straight away something's up with this car. And yeah, it just takes it from there. It's the slightest thing you do to piss this car off, it will retaliate in amazing fashion. So yeah, it follows Arnie, played by Keith Gordon, and it follows him. He's a bit of a loser, bit of a bum. Things aren't really going his way. He has no luck with the ladies. He hates his parents, and he sees this car, and it's battered to fuck. It's a rust bucket, and there's just something about the car that he clings onto, he relates to, and he buys the car, puts all this effort and love into restoring her, and he forms a bit of an unnatural relationship with the car. Nothing like that, but
not that it shows.
Not that it shows, no, but the car and him become sort of inseparable, and it's about how it affects the people along the way in his life. And yeah, there's just some really good creepy moments in it with some great characters in it as well. The bullies, his parents, friends, the gang of bullies, Is
that Cuntingham's car?
Yeah.
Him. He makes me laugh with his John Travolta hairdo.
Well, I've always thought he looks like Lawrence Llewellyn Bowen.
He looks more like Jim Boyd.
Like Lawrence Llewellyn Rapperton and Buddy Bowen.
Buddy Bowen.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, I just love this movie. I love everything about it. I can watch. My dad loves this movie as well, because he loves the look of the car in this. The way as well, Christine could have fixed herself up anytime.
Yeah,
anytime. We know she could have fixed herself up anytime. But Arnie, there's different. She has a respect for him because he takes the time to restore her and bring her back to life and put the money and effort in. It's bringing her back. And then when you see the bullies like tear the car apart, my dad hates that. He has to look away because he loves the look of the car so much.
Keith Gordon's face,
yeah,
when he sees it, like you'd think it was real watching him. He's that good. He seems to always get the dweeby parts in. That Dressed to Kill. When he was Doug in Jaws 2, he was always like the geeky dweeby type.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it just really works well for this movie, and I think it
does.
It came off John Carpenter's after John Carpenter's The Thing as well, so it didn't. I think this was another bomb, but oh god, this is such an underrated movie. I think.
I personally like that better than The Thing.
Okay,
that's an unpopular opinion, no doubt. But I love Christine.
Yeah, it's one of Carpenter's most underrated films, I think, in my opinion. I'm always quoting this movie as well with some stuff. Like, I love it, that scene where he sat down with his parents and the car's been trashed. The car's been absolutely trashed by the bullies. And he sat with his parents are horrible to him. They wouldn't let him keep the car in the driveway. So he has to rent out a garage where he can keep it, where he's been working on it. And his parents say, we've decided to help you buy a new car. And he just looks at them both and goes, fuck you.
God, yeah.
It's, oh, God. Yeah, it's just, he's such a dweeb. And then he descends into this cool character, but not someone anyone wants to be around. As well. He's nasty as well. Like, even when he says to his friend when he's driving in the car, let's drink to the death of the bullies. And he's like, I can't drink to that. He's like, well, what can you drink to? He's like, how about friendship? And he goes, oh, okay. Yeah, friendship, all right.
There's a bit when he's drinking when he goes, hey, don't you like this beer? Thought you like beer. He says it's so fucking weird.
Yeah.
Hey, don't you like this beer? Thought you like beer. It's like he says the B backwards, beer.
Yeah.
Shut up, you fucking dweeb.
Yeah. He loses himself to this car completely.
And Alexandra Paul is a bit of eye candy in that as well. And a very Kelly Preston, very, very short role, but she was beautiful there. What a sad loss that was.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but all the guys are all pining over the girls as well, aren't they? And then you've got Harry Dean Stanton in a small role as well as the cop.
Yeah, God, yes, I keep forgetting he's in it.
Yeah, he's like trying to find out what happened with the bullies as they start to get picked off one by one. But yeah, those bullies have been in some other movies as well. One was in Friday the 13th Part 2, and one was in Ghostbusters. Yeah,
the one in Friday the 13th Part 2 is the daft one, isn't he?
And he works in that little garage. Who gets
with the ginger hair, he's like the Joker.
Yeah. But my word, if you've not seen this one, do yourself a favor and check it out.
Yeah.
Even the guy who, I think he was in Home Alone, and he plays the guy who owns Christine, who sells them to Arnie. He's great.
Yes, he's the old fella with the shovel in Home Alone. Yeah.
He says, "Ain't not as fine a smell in the world than the smell of a brand new car, except maybe for pussy."
Yeah, except maybe for pussy. The way he says it, you dirty old bastard.
Yeah. This is just such an entertaining film. This is just a great 80s horror film, and I absolutely love it. So,
absolutely agree. That could have very easily been in my top 10 again as well. Like I said, I love it.
I just couldn't leave it off. So that is my number 7 is Christine. I just love this movie. Absolutely love
great
it.
Pick that one, mate. Great pick that one.
Top 3 Carpenter films for me, and Robert Prosky as well. Who I mentioned at the beginning. Robert Prosky is great in the movie. He's the garage owner.
Oh, the old fella.
Yeah.
He's funny. Him.
He says like there's no smoking in here either, and all the fellas he's playing poker with are all lit up like a chimney. Those men are smoking over there. You'll have to tell them to stop.
Hey, don't get smart. I'll kick you on your fucking ass.
Even when that scene where he says to Arnie, he says, if you pick things up and clean up a little bit, I'll throw in a couple of extra bucks. He says, oh, well, okay, I'll think about it.
I'll think about it, yeah.
Don't think about it too fucking long. They'll throw you out in the fucking ass.
Yeah. Oh God! You think you cantankerous old bastard?
Yeah, I've never seen him in a role like that because he's always playing like gentle older men, but he's like a right fucking narc in this.
He fucking does it well as well.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. Well, this is just a cracking Carpenter film. I've never read the book, but yeah, I just love the movie. So that's my number 7, Christine. Yeah.
Excellent pick.
Cheers, Nige. So on to your number 6.
God, number 6. I think this one was a little bit higher originally, but now with the swap around, it's dropped a wee bit. See what I mean? Change it any time, but there's absolutely there's just no arguing. This is just an amazing slasher film, and my favourite Section 1 video nasty, The Burning. If you've never seen this and you like Friday the 13th, you're gonna love this. It's like a sort of a gorier version, and they don't hold back in this. If you get this and even the Arrow Blu-ray, it's all uncut now. But the picture on this 4K is absolutely outstanding. It's fucking beautiful.
You can bin your Blu-ray if you've got that.
Yeah. It starts off, Cropsey's this camp counselor, I think it's in the 1950s or 60s, and this group of lads, they're all like going to say we're going to scare the shit out of him. So they all go to his cabin at the night, and one of them opens the door, creeps in, he puts something at the end of the bed, and he walks out. They'll start knocking on the window, and he wakes up, and what they put at the end of his bed is a skull with a candle on, lit, and I think it lights the eyes up. He wakes up. What an ugly fella he is. I thought he had the fucking scary makeup on. He didn't. He wakes up, kicks the skull off, and it sets fire to the bed. The next thing you see is him running out. His total body's on fire, and he just dives into the river, and that's only the start of it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say any more because there's bits happen before they even get to the camp, because it is another camp film. But this, if you like sort of scary slasher film where you're going to jump and the gore as well, do think it's an 80s film, though. It's not going to be Terrifier. But this is just a fantastic film. When I first heard of this, it put me off. The title, I mean, The Burning. I thought, that sounds like like a drama, like a building on fire or something like that. And then when it said, oh, no, it's a horror film, I was like, what can it be horror? And then when it got explained to me, I was like, fuck me. That's nothing like the title, that is it? But yeah, no. That's what he likes to kill people with, the dirty, great big pair of shears.
Yeah.
So don't let that title fool you. I absolutely love this film. So that's my number 6, The Burning.
Yeah, I was put off kind of similar to you with the title because I thought it was something to do. I thought of like Charles the First or Second or something like the Great Fire of London.
That's what I mean.
Like I was like, The Burning. Can I really be arsed watching it? Like, and then I found out, I did a bit more digging about it, and I was like, oh no, it's an 80s slasher film. Right, okay, you've got my attention now. And then I
think originally it was going to be called Cropsey.
Yeah.
But I think something else was either coming out or something to do with rights, and they have to change it.
Before what happens to him at the start, he looks like his nose is like permanently up against glass. Like that's what he looks like.
Yeah, like a werepig, like Tubbs. Hello.
Yeah. Fucking Cropsey, the son of Tubbs and Edward. But yeah,
Kevin Bacon on crack.
Yeah. Yeah, we won't go too much into it, but we will have to say it's another great set piece of work for Tom Savini as well.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, the raft scene is the showstopper. I think it's the only bad thing about it is it's over so quickly. It's like,
yeah, I remember the last time we watched that, and it got to the bit with, I won't say his name because everybody watched, but there's a bit where somebody's running through the woods and he's creeping around this like concrete building with his back like that, and the killer's above. And when it got to that bit, I was like, fuck it. I mean, when I had a look, I think, they had about sort of 20 minutes left. I was like, Jesus, that flew by. And I've seen it so many times, but it still goes like that.
Yeah. It's the first movie as well that despicable piece of shit worked on as well, isn't it? And
yes, Weinstein.
Yeah,
it's the first Miramax film ever.
Yeah,
he had quite a few. He had something to do with the writing of it. I think he had something to do with the producing of it. He didn't direct it though, but his name comes up 2 or 3 times.
Yeah,
I think it was. I don't know if it was their first film, but it was a very early film for Holly Hunter as well.
It's an early film for a few people. Jason Alexander from Seinfeld. He's
him out with Short Circuit as well.
Yeah, Fisher Stevens. He has that line in it that cracks me up, but I'll say it to you. Oh, Nige, you arsehole. You know?
I like that. Where they're sat at the table and he goes to talk to this lass and Glazer goes, hey, I'm talking to her. And he goes, hey, I'm talking to her. Can I talk to her too? That always fucking tickled me. Then he turned around, he fucking grabs him. I think, Jesus, calm your ass, man.
Yeah, because there's a character in this he looks a bit like Woody Harrelson, but he's like the bully. He's a bit of an arsehole.
Yeah.
And there's a scene where they have the BB pistol.
Woodstock? I think you got it.
It is one of those fun slasher. I do think it is better made than Sleepaway Camp, but Sleepaway Camp sticks with you more, I think, because of the ending. But yeah, it earns its place on the section 1, definitely, for that raft scene as well.
It's probably better made than Friday the 13th and Part 2, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's just that obviously I'm a massive fan of the others, but it's so well made.
Yeah, it is.
And I'm glad Tom Savini went on that one. And what I don't understand is in the States, why was even Friday the 13th Part 2 cut, but the Burning wasn't? Because the Burning's got some nasty, nasty gore scenes in.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Even when the raft scene happens, there's a little bit of an aftermath scene as well when they find what went on and all that stuff comes to light and like, holy shit. Yeah, it is a great slasher film. I can't argue for picking it at all because it's one of the best video nasties. Just is out of all of them. I think.
Absolutely, it is.
So that was your number 6, The Burning. Okay. My number 6 is my favorite David Cronenberg film, and that is The Fly.
Wow.
Yeah. With Jeff Goldblum and Gina Davis.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, another Scream Factory set.
Lovely box set, that.
Yeah. This has got you covered as well. It's got the 3 original ones, the original Vincent Price, the Cronenberg remake, and the sequel to the remake. So obviously the film I'm talking about here that made my number 6 is the
1986 one. Yeah,
1986, The Fly. Oh God,
one of the damn fine film, mind.
One of the best horror remakes ever, I think. It's better than the original. I'm just going to say it. For me, it just is.
Yeah, I agree.
Good as the original is, this for me is just a better film. It's just a darker movie. So Seth Brundle, played by Jeff Goldblum, at the start of this film, he's nearly got the concept of teleportation down. He's nearly mastered it. There's a few scenes where he's testing it on a baboon, which is fucking awful.
Yeah.
Absolutely fucking stomach churning, those scenes to watch. But obviously it's not real, but the effects are pretty fucking damn badass
and the thought of it as well, if it was really Jesus.
Yeah. And then him himself, he thinks he's mastered it. He's ready to test it on himself, and he has mastered it. Trouble is, there's a fly in with him when he does it.
And he missed it. He didn't realise.
It was a massive, massive oversight. And the movie goes from there how, because he's morphed with this fly, he sort of starts to deteriorate, but he also starts to get perks from it as well, with in terms of strength and agility. It's just the way he changes in this movie. Like, he's morphed with this fly, so he gets stronger, and then he's doing all the gymnast stuff when he's swinging on the bar and he's like running on the ceiling. He's beating people left, right, and center. That arm wrestling scene is just messed up when he snaps his wrist. The bone sticks out. He just gets all of these characteristics of a fly, pretty much. Even the scene when he's in the calf with Gina Davis and he's just loading his coffee up. He's loading his coffee up with sugar. He's just putting sugar in the. I love that scene. He's just loading this coffee up with sugar.
Is it back in the apartment when he has the little plate of food or cake, like what a fly does?
Yeah, because it gets to a point where he can't digest solid food anymore. So what he has to do is he has to bring up like this sort of bile to liquefy the food, and then he ingests it that way. You don't actually really sort of see that in full, but you see someone's reaction to watching it. And yeah, it's just about his decay throughout the movie when he changes into this human fly, and the effects are amazing. The effects are top notch, absolutely amazing. It's body horror at its finest, in my opinion.
Who did the effects in that? Do you know? Wasn't Stan Winston, was it?
It doesn't say on the back, unfortunately. No, I'm not sure off the top of my head.
Would have been around about the time for Stan Winston's era, I think.
Yeah. But I love the movie. I've always loved it. Always loved it.
I've always enjoyed the second one a bit more for some reason.
I've heard people say that. Yeah.
Really?
I've heard a few people say they like the second one more.
I thought it was just fucking me being a mom.
Yeah. I like it, but I watch it nowhere near as much as I watch this one. I love this one more, I think. It's one of my favorite Jeff Goldblum movies. Absolutely.
It is a really, really good film, I must admit it is. I do have that box set.
Yeah, it's just The Thing, The Fly, and The Blob. The holy trinity of 80s remakes, I think, for me. Just because of the gore in them are absolutely amazing. But yeah, the two leads have great chemistry as well. Gina Davis and Jeff Goldblum. Yeah,
were they an item at one point? Is that where they met on the set of that?
I think did they do a movie before this? Because they were in another film. I think it was like something like Transylvania 6000 or something.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, I know. That's a weird movie, but yeah, they did. I think they did a couple of films together, but I think this is their best one by far.
Yeah,
it's so good. It's just there's this whole undertone as well of, is this a metaphor for the AIDS virus at the time as well when it was going on? But apparently, I think Cronenberg came out and said no, it was just purely coincidental. That the two things were going on at the same time. But yeah, it's just such a good movie. This. Such a good movie.
I think Jeff Goldblum, I can't imagine anybody else playing that part.
No.
He just does it so well.
Even when
when he's changing facially, he's got the little twitches and everything. Yeah. It's like, it's just amazing the way he does it.
Yeah. Even the way he sort of gets more and more angry with her, because as he's starting to change, his energy is building as well. And there's a scene where he wants her to use the teleportation device, and she's like, no, I'm not going to use it. And he's like, you're a fucking drag, you know that? Oh. Yeah, he just absolutely screams at her. But it's when he and then he pretty much says to her like he doesn't want to see her anymore, like get the fuck out of my life and all this. And he's like, you either taste from the fountain of youth or you don't. And he just tells her to get out.
Wow.
And, yeah,
I don't remember that bit.
Yeah, I think it's something. He says something along those lines. The music in it is great as well. Yeah, it's.
I've got the soundtrack to that. Was it Jerry Goldsmith?
Howard Shore says the back music.
I was close.
Yeah,
I do have it on vinyl though.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone watching this has seen all the movies we're
They must
talking
have
about.
done. Yeah.
Yeah, this is top draw body horror for me. Just absolutely love it. So
Don't like body horror, and even I like that.
Yeah, this is great. If you just want to see like the complete change and just someone lose themselves completely as a character, watch it. It's kind of similar to Christine in that way. You know, the two characters who at the start of the film are completely different by the end.
Yeah.
And the end of this is bleak as well. The way it ends.
And they both scream 80s as well, I think.
Yeah.
They really do.
Like we said, this was a tough video to put together. This was a tough list.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So my number 6 is David Cronenberg's The Fly. Absolutely love it.
Nice one.
So yeah, we halfway there now. So your number 5.
My number 5. This was originally going to be number 4, I think, but I thought, nah, I can't do that. So this is my number 5. My Bloody Valentine.
Yeah.
I've always loved this film, even though the pre-certificate video was heavily cut. And then when it came out on DVD years later, it was. And I didn't realise there was an uncut version until Lionsgate got hold of it and they released a Blu-ray, but they didn't clean the scenes up. But I was like, I wasn't bothered. At least I thought I've got the Blu-ray. I watched it. I couldn't believe it what I was watching. And then these got hold of it, Scream Factory. And they just done the works on it. And it looked fantastic. The 4K is one of the best 4Ks I've seen. I just love it. It starts off with this miner going down a mine, and there's 2 of them. And as they're going down, the titles are going. And then when they get down there, one takes the mask off, and it's a woman. And they're just about to start getting hot and heavy and stuff. And he's whacked his pickaxe on the wall, and just as you think they're going to start and like kiss the face of each other, it pushes onto it, and you see that thing come through, and that's the beginning. You hear people saying, "Oh, Harry Warden's back," and you're thinking, "Who's Harry Warden?" And then you get the story of who he is and stuff like that, and you're thinking, "Is it Harry Warden, or is this somebody pretending to be him?" And you don't know until really pretty much the end. Towards the end, you find out. The remake to this, they did change it a little bit.
Yeah.
They changed the ending. I personally like this one so much better, but I do really, really like the remake. Since this has come out uncut, I like I say, I've always loved it, but now it's uncut. It's shot straight up in my horror and slasher films. Anyway, it's one of them. I can just watch that anytime and I never get sick of it. I absolutely love this film. So that's 1981, My Bloody Valentine.
Yeah, I can't agree with you more. The first time I watched it was on a bit of a shit DVD, and it was the cut version, so all the gore was pretty much null and void from that version. Yeah. It's a different movie. It really is. It's night and day in comparison. That is the best way to own the film. That 4K Scream Factory 4K. There's still I don't think you can get it over here on Blu-ray or 4K or.
The only reason it ever got over here was DVD.
Yeah,
and that says a lot because I think the DVD over here is 15 because it's that heavily cut.
Yeah, that's the best way to own it. If you've not got it, not seen it, and you were interested, that's the one to go for.
I remember we watched it on a watch along once. There was 4 of us, and 3 of us had the uncut one, and Scott only had like the R-rated one.
Yeah,
and he was watching, and he had to keep pausing until we caught up. And then when he finally got the uncut one, he was like, "Wow, couldn't believe it." Yeah. Shocking, isn't it? How much they actually cut out.
Yeah, it is. It is. Well, like you said as well. It's you're hearing in this mining town, you know, Harry Warden's back. You know, like you said, who the fuck's Harry Warden? You know,
yeah.
He's not a pristine miner, but But yeah, yeah, you hear he's back, and people
You
are
can't
like,
fucking help yourself, can you?
"No, I can't. I really can't. I've lost my train of thought now. Fuck."
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right, not going on a guilt trip.
Yeah, you think you're going on a guilt trip, and you think you're
really
enjoying going on a guilt trip,
are.
but you're not.
Yeah. You find out his backstory, don't you?
Yeah.
Like he was left down there on Valentine's Day for this big party that was going on, and people forgot he was there, and he was down there for quite some time. And then they find out he'd gone insane, and he had to live off the other miners he was stuck with that had died. He had to eat their remains.
I was going to say, you find out why he lost his mind.
Yeah.
You've got to say it now, but it shows you.
I said it now,
oh, fucking hell!
That doesn't spoil the ending.
No, that doesn't spoil like the reveal or anything.
No, there's not. It's not the reveal or anything. But I will say, the ending as well leaves on a cliffhanger, and this movie never got a sequel either. It only got.
I'm glad.
Yeah, the ending to this is so good and so open ended. I absolutely love it.
Yeah,
I absolutely love how this movie ends because it does give you a really good twist that you don't really see coming. And yeah, I absolutely love how this movie ends. I don't want to say it without talking about it, because if you've not seen it, go in blind, go in and know what we've told you. You know, there's someone who from the past was called Harry Warden, and he went through a bad experience, and he kind of lost his mind and went insane, and apparently started killing people. But that's all you need to know. That's all.
And he was a minor. And he's a minor.
Yeah, he was.
I don't mean underage. I mean down a mine with a pickaxe.
Yeah, of course. Let's clarify that. Man of the profession. Yeah.
Yes.
He was. Yeah. But again, the characters in it, you love them. There's people who meet their end. When they meet their end, it's like, yeah.
Even the daft ass of the group, like in Friday the 13th, I hated that. What did you call him? The Joker one. Neddy. Oh God, I hate him. The little shit. But the daft ass in this film, you can't help but like him.
No.
And apparently all the cast have stayed friends all these years later. And the one who played that Joker when he passed away, and even when they speak to him in interview, like, you can see the fill up. Some of the lasses cry. That must be amazing, that, to think that after 1981, the cast have all still remained friends. Yeah,
it reminds me of Jaws 2, because that's another set of cast who've still.
Yeah, I read that not so long ago, actually. Yeah, because I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they were all shagging each other, though, the dirty bastards. They were all horny teens.
Well, yeah, there's that as well, isn't there?
I'd like to know who come away smelling of Tina.
Probably Roy Scheider.
No.
I fucking love Roy Scheider.
Oh, God, I do.
Yeah.
He's such a cool dude.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
If you have seen My Bloody Valentine and you've only ever seen either the original pre-certificate video or the UK or the American DVD, and you think you've seen it, get this.
Yeah, that's the best way to own it.
The 4K is region free. There is a Blu-ray in there. The Blu-ray is a region A lock, but all you need is the 4K. You need to see this film uncut. It is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's so great. The kills in it are just absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, they are.
Back in, and it's seamless as well. It's not like Silent Night, Deadly Night, where it looks like you're watching a Blu-ray and then a VHS.
Yeah,
where they've spliced it together.
Far better. Thankfully, the Paramount must have kept all the cut bits.
Yeah. No, it looks absolutely seamless when you watch it from start to finish. You can't tell. The only way you could tell is if you'd been told that was removed. That was removed. Yeah, it's just such a good slasher movie, and that's not set at a camp.
No, it's not. And the barman, who's funny, he is, if you've ever seen Black Christmas as well, he's one of the idiots who knock on the door when they say, make sure you keep your doors locked now. That's one of them is the barman out of My Bloody Valentine. They're both Canadian films.
Oh, wow.
But that whole little mining town. Oh, it looks like bleak and it looks so peaceful and quiet. I'd love to go and visit it. Looks amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was your number 5.
That was my number 5.
Okay, so my number 5. I have 2 editions of this. And I think I'm in agreement with a lot of people when they say this is the greatest werewolf movie of all time. American Werewolf in London.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I've got the Arrow 4K and I've got the HMV exclusive VHS style Blu-ray and DVD that they put together. So this was my edition for a long time. I did have a previous Blu-ray before this, but I ended up upgrading to this one. And then, of course, I got the Arrow 4K because that was a must. I was very, very late to the party with this one. Very, very late. I didn't see this until I think I was about 18. I didn't actually see this until Blu-ray was an actual thing when I started getting Blu-rays. So yeah, it was definitely towards the later years of when I was at school when I first saw this. I was blown away. I was absolutely blown away. I just didn't expect it to be as good as it was. I think similar to The Burning, I was kind of put off by the title.
Yeah.
I was like, An American Werewolf in London. I thought the title was way too long. I was like, can I be bothered watching that? I don't know. Little did I know it is in my opinion, it would become what I think is the greatest werewolf movie of all time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think as well we're really sort of hard pressed for great werewolf movies. There aren't many. Nowhere near as many as vampire films.
Vampire ones and stuff, yeah.
They completely overshadow the werewolf ones, I think, because there are some good werewolf movies, but we have nowhere near the amount of good werewolf movies to good vampire films.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, this is just, yeah, like I said, my opinion, the greatest werewolf movie of all time. 2 lads from America come over and they're just trying to find their way, in this small little town. They end up at the Slaughtered Lamb. Yeah, and they're told, like, even when they get there, something's fucking wrong. When they get there, immediately the second they walk through the door. And yeah, one of them ends up getting attacked by a werewolf and becoming a werewolf. And the movie has one of the greatest werewolf, if not the greatest werewolf transformation ever. Yeah, I can't say much more about it than that without getting into too much more. But this is an exceptional horror film. It's one of John Landis's best movies that he's made as well. Yeah, the 4K, I think for me, as good as the Blu-ray is, the 4K for me is the way to go. So this is the Arrow set. So there you go. There's the alternative artwork. I've kind of kept this one just for that artwork as well. Like, that artwork, I think, is what I'm used to seeing.
That's the original UK artwork. That.
Yeah. So you've got the new Arrow one, and then the alternative.
That's the US artwork, like the one sheet.
Yeah.
I like the UK one myself with the werewolf's head on.
Yeah, that one.
Damn shame they didn't use that, because that's like the quad poster as well, the UK quad poster. It's on that.
Because that's what I think of when I think of American Werewolf. Yeah. That's and maybe if they had like a moon in the background somewhere, but
that would be good. Yeah.
Yeah. Not to be with that one, but I think this is the version to own if you are going to own it on one thing, this 4K. But I could talk about this movie for for ages. I absolutely love all the stuff when they actually get to the slaughtered lamb. What's that star on the wall for? Everyone just goes fucking silent on them.
You made me miss.
Yeah. But it's still too heavy. It chops out the Mexican.
It's not the Mexican.
Yeah. Rick Mayall's spilling his beer everywhere like a daft tit.
Rick Mayall looks about fucking 14-year-old.
Yeah. You never did find out what happened to Naughty Nina, though, did you?
Yeah. No. It's probably he was all banged to death.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
I'll say a little bit more about that later on.
Okay. Yeah, I'll add a bit more to it later, but yeah, it is my number 5. You know, coming 5th out of every 80s horror movie. Yeah, this is the best werewolf movie in my opinion. I absolutely love it. Yeah, I'm sure we'll talk about it a bit more when you get to it as well, but it is a fantastic horror film. So that is my number 5, An American Werewolf in London. So we're closing in now, Nige. You're number 4.
Number 4. Well, for me, this is the greatest and funniest vampire film of all time. Okay. Fright Night. I love this film so much. I think we had this before it come out over here. We got the American one, both of us, didn't we?
Yeah.
R-rated, yeah. I remember seeing this when it first came out on VHS in 1986. And my sister got in, she went, "Have you seen Fright Night?" I went, "What the hell's Fright Night?" At the time, I wasn't taking note of what was on the cinema, so I'd never heard of it. When I watched it, it absolutely blew me away. So I've actually been watching this since 1986. I love it. Absolutely love it. This guy, this school guy, the school kid called Charlie, and his girlfriend Amy go to the same school and that. And Charlie goes home and he's talking to his mum and he's looking out the window and there's new neighbours moving in. And he sees them carrying a coffin in and he's like, "What the hell?" And Charlie's mum is in Jaws, which I never knew. Yeah. If you've watched Jaws a lot, and just before the cardboard fin comes up, you see a woman turn around and go, "Oh my God!" And that's the woman who plays Charlie's mum. And he's convinced that the guy who's moved next door is a vampire. And obviously he starts telling people. And he just gets the piss ripped out of him. And his favourite TV show is called Fright Night, where Roddy McDowall is playing this vampire hunter in it. So I think he kind of like watches that. And for him, he knows that next door is definitely a vampire now because Peter Vincent, the great vampire killer, goes killing them. So he finds Peter Vincent, and Peter Vincent can't get away from him fast enough. He just thinks, "Yeah, you tapped in the head, you pal." The rest I'm not going to tell you about because it would spoil it. You need to watch this. As much as I love all the Hammer and Christopher Lee stuff, I still think this is the greatest vampire film of all time. The soundtrack is phenomenal. The score and the songs in it as well. Some of the songs in it are fantastic. There's a song in it called "Come to Me." The version that's in the film is instrumental, and it is just pure filth.
Yeah, it is.
If ever there was music to have sex to, that's it. "Come to Me." It's the bit where the main fella, Jerry Dandridge, is in the room and you see him press play on a tape, and you hear this doo, 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 doo. When you hear that, you know that's the music. It's just absolutely fantastic. The effects in this as well were amazing. I thought, "Oh, that's a bit of a creepy pose." That little did I know that is actually in the film. Not as a cloud, but that face is in the film, and it scares the fucking shit out of you when you see it. I mean, look at that, for God's sake, it's hideous. But I cannot recommend this film enough. It is amazing. 1985, way, way above its time. Fright Night.
I'm not going to say a single word on it because I'll get to it when I get to it. Yeah.
So you go with your number 4.
My number 4 is one you mentioned earlier, and that is Stanley Kubrick's
Oh, nice.
I've got 2 editions. The Warner Brothers 4K and the Film Vault 4K. I felt this was a little bit unnecessary for Film Vault. I wish they'd given us a 4K that we didn't already have a really good release for. But it is what it is, I guess. But it's still nice to have. This is, if you can't get this, this is a really good second choice, in my opinion, anyway. Because you get like art cards in this and a steelbook. It's just it is a nice set, but I'd wish they'd chosen a different film to go with, because this one can't really be topped for me. It's just a great Warner Brothers set. It looks so nice next to The Exorcist and the other Kubrick films like Full Metal Jacket and Clockwork Orange. Just sits in with them nicely.
To change one thing about that, I just wish they'd used the original UK quad artwork. Yeah. Where you get Jack Nicholson's face, then the axe, and then Shelley Duvall on the other side.
Yeah.
Didn't use this. I was gutted.
I mean, it's one of the best movies where you see a character lose his sanity and absolutely descend into madness.
Yeah.
And who better to do that than Jack Nicholson in this movie? I
don't think anybody's done it better, to be honest.
Fucking hell. Like I quote this movie quite a lot. Like I love it when Shelley Duvall comes in and she's like, there's a woman, she hit Danny. And he just looks at her and he goes, "Are you out of your fucking mind?" Yeah, it's really quotable as well. Like stop swinging the bat, Wendy.
That bit, yeah. Wendy. I told you I'm not going to hurt you.
Yeah. I'm just going to bash your brains in. Just going to bash him right the fuck in.
Yeah. That always makes me laugh. You know the bit where he's in the fridge and he's going, "Go and check it out." Then he goes, "Check it out." On the door.
You got a big surprise coming to you.
Oh, God. What an evil bastard.
Yeah. I love it. It's like when he's just walking around the hotel and he's just got that ball, he's just throwing it willy-nilly.
Oh, yeah.
Around the hotel, like, couldn't give a fuck. Yeah. It's just.
I found with people as well with The Shining, it's very much like a Marmite film. There's not many people who thought, obviously there is some, but there's not many people who've said to me, "It was all right, now it's special." You either absolutely love it or you think it's shite.
Yeah.
And I don't know how people can think it's shite. To me, it's an absolute masterpiece. Far better for me personally than the book was.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a load, if you've ever seen that documentary Room 237, there's a load of conspiracy theories about this movie as well. Like Kubrick, apparently Kubrick made the moon landing and everything. Like there's little nods he's left peppered in the movie, with obviously Danny with the Apollo 11 jumper he wears in the movie and stuff like that. You watch the documentary, it's all of it's hearsay and stuff, but that documentary is a nice little companion piece. It's all theory. Yeah. There's no facts or anything to support what people are saying in that film, but it's an interesting watch. But yeah, the movie itself, though, it's one of the greatest horror movies ever made, in my opinion. Yeah. I absolutely love it. The music is almost a character itself, with how creepy it is. The setting as well, you really do feel that dread of isolation when you're watching it, because there's no getting away from this hotel, because he signed the contract to work there and the snow at the same time. So he's got.
So you can't even go for a little drive or a walk out of the grounds because they're just snowed in. You're stuck inside. It's a big hotel, don't get me wrong, but even so.
Like, I've never seen snow that deep where it's like halfway up the side of the building. You know, it's just
for three people to carry 98% of that film, it's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah. My dad's quoting this movie to me as well, because he absolutely adores this movie.
Does he?
Yeah, he loves it. Like, if my dad says something to me like, "Do you need anything doing?" and I'll say to him like, "Oh, you've just missed a spot there," And then he'll turn around and he'll look at me and he'll go, well, or he'll come back to me later and he goes, oh yeah, that thing you asked me to do. He goes, I corrected that. Like the butler.
Where's Mum gone? I corrected her too.
Yeah. He'll say shit to me. He'll say shit like that to me from the movie. Have you got any spare cash, Dad? Well, I've got 2 10s and 2 20s right here in my back pocket.
Slap in the ass, getting the wallet. Yeah. I know this is probably not going to go down well, but it's got the funniest example I've ever seen of somebody in a film using the N-word. I can't help but laugh. It's in the changing rooms, in the toilet. It's toilet, the way, just the way it comes out, and it really is funny.
Yeah,
I know it shouldn't be, but it is. Yeah, I think it's the way it's said. It's shocking because 2 people say it, but when the first person says it, you go, oh. And when the second one repeats it, like in sheer bewilderment and curiosity, that's the funny bit.
Yeah, because it's that scene in itself is creepy because the actor who's playing the butler, I think he was in a few Kubrick films. He was in Clockwork Orange as well.
Yeah,
he's just like, he's so polite at first. He's like, "Oh, really sorry,
yeah, he is.
Really sorry. We'll get that cleaned up straight away." And then as soon as Jack Torrance starts to talk to him, says, "Aren't you Grady? Didn't you used to be the caretaker?" And he's like, "No, I've never been the caretaker. You've always been the caretaker." Yeah. The conversation gets really sinister then. He says, "Your son is attempting to bring an outside party."
Did you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's when he says it. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
But then you go from shock to when it gets repeated by the other person, you just can't help but laugh. It's the way he says it. It's like a genuine, curious question.
He says it almost like as if he's in like a dazed hypnotism type of state.
It's like how we would say, really?
Yeah.
He says it like that type of thing.
Yeah.
And he's got like sort of a bit of an innocence about it when he says it, as though there's like nothing wrong with saying the word. He just says it like, really?
Yeah.
And the expression when he says it, it's really genuinely funny. And I think that was intended.
Yeah. Yeah.
But let's face it, there's not much fucking funny in that film.
No. Even the scene when he's like, he goes into the room after Wendy tells him, Danny's been hit, and he goes like, "Oh, I'll go to the room and have a look." That scene is fucking awful.
Room 237.
It doesn't start out awful, but it ends awful.
Oh God.
Yeah.
And it's bad enough when they open the door because that fucking carpet I'm sure it's an offence. Purple and green, but that's not the worst bit. Oh Jesus! If you haven't seen it, please, it's worth watching for that scene.
Yeah, you think you're enjoying that scene, but you're really not. I think,
and it doesn't matter whether you watch the long version or the short version. That scene is in both.
I think rather than watching. Do you know what I mean? I think I'd rather enjoy a pint of murky bathwater than. Oh God! I bet her bathwater smells like Colin's.
I'd rather rim her fucking scabby butt.
Her bathwater looks like piss weak wallpaper paste. It's fucking shocking. Whoa. Oh, God.
Oh, dear God.
Yeah.
That sounds sinister.
I need to take a bath just after looking at the dirty bastard water. Oh, God. Oh.
Hey, fucking hell, man.
Yeah. But yeah, I think the only other thing to sort of talk about without talking about it is the ending.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the most ambiguous, left open for interpretation endings in cinema, I think.
That final shot, what you see.
Yeah.
That's inside the hotel, not the bit outside. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I still it does, it fucks your mind up, because I look at it now and I still think, what the hell is that supposed to actually mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I just love the film so much. I don't really care. I still can't really fully understand what it's supposed to be. All these years later.
I mean, in my opinion, what it means is because of what happens to him and where he's left. I've always seen it as the hotel has claimed him now, has claimed his spirit.
Ah, right. I never thought of that.
That's how I've seen it, and it's added him to the spirit.
That final scene thing.
Yeah, it's
right.
added him to it. That's always been my interpretation of it.
Well, now you've said that, would actually make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And that's never occurred to me before, so I think I'm going to go with that now.
It's almost like the hotel has taken him over that much. It's claimed him.
Yeah, got you now.
He's now part of the hotel. That's how I've
always... That would also make a lot of sense of what we're on about, the conversation in the dressing room, the toilet room.
Yeah, it looks like a changing room because it's a big room for a toilet.
It is. It's tell you what, if you watch it in 4K, get your sunglasses on because it's bright fucking red.
It's certainly cleaner than air fucking dirty bathwater. That's for fucking sure.
I think a tramp's cock's cleaner than that.
Oh, God. Oh yeah, but yeah, that's all I can really say about it. It's a fantastic horror film, amazing acting, amazing music, amazing direction.
Yeah,
it does have a couple of weird bits towards the end when Wendy's walking through the hotel as well. You see like a couple of characters that pop up, but yeah, it just adds to the movie for me. It just adds to the ambiguity of the film. But it's The Shining. It's a classic horror film for a reason. So,
what will you go for, theatrical or fully extended cut?
Either or, to be honest. Either or. I don't think you're really missing out either way, to be honest.
I love the bit in Danny's bedroom with the woman doctor. That's not.
Yeah,
that entire scene.
Yeah,
where you see Wendy's fag ash and explaining about what happened to Danny when he was a kid. That's missing, and I'm glad it's in. And I love the fact that you see that scene right at the very end with Wendy. There's a room you see, she looks through and she's horrified. You don't see that in the cut one.
No.
It's the big ballroom. And I love the bit with the when he hires the snowplow thing. I love all that scene.
Yeah. And there is a bit more as well when she's going through the hotel. There's a little bit more where she discovers something that goes on for a bit longer. But yeah. It's The Shining. If you're a film fan and you haven't seen this, in the words of the butler, get it corrected. Yes, that's all I can say.
You can certainly do a lot worse. It's Sammy G's favourite horror film, that.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Good on Sammy for...
yeah, I agree.
For picking that as his favourite, yeah. So that's my number 4. So we're heading into top 3 now. This is the serious shit now, Nige.
My number 3.
Your number 3, yeah.
Is... and I won't have anybody say anything less, is the greatest werewolf film of all time. American Werewolf in London. I agree with everything you've said, Andy. This film's got a bit of everything in it. It's scary. It's funny. It's got some bits where you sort of like get lumps in your throat and you feel so sorry. Some sad parts. It's got a bit of softcore in it in the cinema. It's got everything. It's just a brilliant film. I know you said it's one of John Landis's best. For me, it's the best thing he's ever done.
Okay.
And I doubt in this late stage in his career / life, I doubt he'll beat it now. No. I love Trading Places. There's something else of his I really, really like, but to me, don't come anywhere near this. The first time I seen this, it was on the pre-certificate VHS. I rented it it was our library, like as in where you go and get books out the library. And I'd seen the transformation scene on like award shows and stuff. I'd seen them get the award for it. I was like, oh, I want to see that. And I thought, I don't think it's going to be as good as the Universal Wolfman, because that was always my favourite Universal one. And then I watched it. I was like, I just wanted to put it straight back on again. It absolutely blew my mind. I know you're here of comedy horrors, but Jesus Christ, I belly laugh at some of this. David Norton, he's so funny in it. And it just, I don't know, there's just like some bits that they've caught that are real, daft little bits, but they add to it, like when they're walking and laughing and his nose is running, he gets a snotty nose and he wipes it, and apparently that was real and they were going to stop, but they kept going and they left it in. He wasn't supposed to really get a snotty nose and wipe it, but that just really happened. And at the beginning, when they get dropped off at the truck, and they start the walk and they're going down towards the slaughtered lamb, the little village, that little bit of music as they're walking down, for me personally, it's one of the most beautiful pieces of music I've ever heard in my life. And it's so short.
Yeah.
I would love them to do a full score release of this. Yeah, it's ever since I've seen it, it's been one of my favourite films, and definitely my third favourite horror film of the 80s, without any shadow of a doubt now. Absolutely love it. American Werewolf in London.
I'll say this about it. I'll say a couple of things that I didn't say before, but it has, for me, it has a jump scare in it that gets me every single time, and I know it's coming, and I'm never prepared for it.
Oh God!
And the jump scare that gets me is
in the park.
It's not what you think. It's not what you think. It's the scene where the doctor goes to the little village where the slaughtered lamb was.
Yeah.
He's talking to one of the locals about what happened.
That's enough.
When he shouts, "That's enough," I shit myself every single time. Every time it gets me, because I just, there's something about it. I don't know what it is. It catches me off guard every single time.
I thought you were going to say it was one of the bits when the werewolf, like, because there's 2 or 3 times when you're not expecting it. It's like somebody, and all of a sudden just goes like, and you jump. No. I thought you were going to say one of them. I didn't think it was going to be that.
It's when he shouts, "That's enough." I can't. There's no way I can physically prepare myself for when that scene happens.
Do you not know exactly when it happens?
No.
The best way to remember it goes, "He'll change. He'll," and you hear him slow down. "He'll." That's enough.
Yeah.
So he goes, "He'll change," and then "he'll," and that's as far as he gets. That's enough.
It's one of the most effective jump scares in the movie because it just catches me. I shat myself the first time.
I didn't jump at that. I remember looking at Brian Glover thinking, "Oh, you nasty bastards. And you didn't wait to speak to him." But I love the doctor. I love the doctor in it.
Yeah.
I love that whole scene where he's driving, and that music's gorgeous as well. He's driving along the moors, and it's absolutely pissing it down. And then when he gets to the village and he runs out with the coat over his head into the pub, and then when he's talking to him, all that village scene starting from him driving, I absolutely love it. It's one of my favourite parts of the film.
You get this vibe as well, don't you, that all the townspeople know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
You really do get this vibe, and they just don't talk about it with strangers. They clearly don't. It's like, don't mention that fucking star on the wall, whatever you fucking do. You know.
That's what the gobshite does.
What's that star on the wall for? You made me miss.
Mail's face when he says that, he looks like Rick, and it was like,
yeah.
You made me miss.
Yeah.
I could watch that now. Oh, God, I want to watch it. I might watch it, actually.
Some of the dream sequences in it as well are really good. A friend of mine at school, he said to me, this was before I'd actually seen the film, he was like, "Oh, I love American Werewolf in London. Love the movie. And then there's one scene that I watched in the movie, and it was a dream sequence scene, and I saw him after I watched the film, and I was like, I get why you love that movie because of that scene, which is amazing. It's where I think there's a dream sequence about is this family at the table, and then all of a sudden these Nazi monsters just come bursting in, and they start stabbing the mother and all that. And I'm like,
and he wakes up.
And then he wakes up. And I was like, I get why you like that film, because that scene is absolutely incredible. And he went, yeah.
I think that entire sequence lulls you into a false sense of security.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's even horrible when he's having that dream of him running naked through the woods, and then he's just eating this deer.
Yeah,
blood all over him. That's just gnarly. That.
But I jumped at that bit. You know, the bit where it's in the woods, and when he's looking, he's in the bed.
He's in the bed, and
Jenny Agnes looking over at him, smiling. That bit. Yeah. First time I watched it, I nearly hit the fucking ceiling.
Yeah, it's fucking nice.
When you said there was a jump scare, do you know which bit I thought you were actually going to say? Thinking about it now, you know when he gets up for a pee in the middle of the night when he's in Jenny Agnes' place, and he looks in the mirror and he closes the mirror.
Closes the mirror, and he's there.
And he's there, yeah. I thought it was going to be that because I jumped at that. Was not expecting it at all.
I always know that that's coming when he shuts the mirror.
Yeah.
When he shuts the mirror, he's there. But when he says that's enough, I can never actually pinpoint when it's coming. When in my head, when I'm watching it,
he'll change.
I'll know now. Yeah.
I bet you forget and I bet you jump again.
Yeah, probably will. I'll message you, Nige. I've been watching American Werewolf and I've followed through again. Fucking hell.
I've got to go and change my wife fronts again.
Yeah. Why not?
I think I'll go put my little studded leather thong on for a change.
Yeah, it's...
So, what's... Oh, yeah, go on, carry on.
No, I was just going to say it's the music in it as well.
I love it.
They all have the word... All the songs have the word moon in.
There's either 3... Is it 3 or 4 different versions of Blue Moon?
Yeah,
in that.
Moon. Yeah.
There's the opening title one, which I think is Bobby Vinton.
Yeah.
The transformation is Sam Cooke. The one at the end, it's a band. It's when
it goes like
yeah, there's that one. Is there another one, or is that it?
I think that might be it.
Might just be 3. Yeah.
And then you've got Creedence Clearwater.
Oh, I love that song anyway. Yeah.
Song, yeah.
But it's used so well in that film, that scene. I'm still not hungry, and then it is played away in the background.
The only one I don't like is Moondance because I'm not a big Van Morrison fan.
I can't stand him. I hate brown-eyed slag girl.
Brown-eyed slut.
Brown-eyed slag.
Yeah. I hate that song with a passion.
I do. But
yeah, I'm not
because the first time I ever heard Moondance was actually in that film.
Right.
And every time I hear it, I just associate, I won't say what, but I associate it with that scene. So I don't actually mind it.
Okay. Yeah.
During the film. I wouldn't go out and buy the album or like that, but when it's played in the film, I think it fits.
Yeah. And then, of course, you've got the See You Next Wednesday.
Yes.
As well.
Which also shows up in Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Yeah. What are you two doing in here? Oh, you've got the wrong house, pal. Oh, sorry.
What's he doing in here? Who are you? Not you, you Twitter. I've never seen you before in my life. Oh, wrong house. Sorry. Fucking amazing. That's the best acting in the film.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be in there, but thank God it is.
I know. Have you ever watched the extras?
No.
There's a bit where they lost the audio, unfortunately, and it starts with John Landis sat in a chair with his legs crossed, like talking into the camera. And because obviously there's no sound, you can't read it. There's no subtitles or nothing. And behind him, it's just like a white wall and a door. It collapses down like a set. It's just a set. Falls in front of him, and I think the door goes over, and there they are. That's it on the bed sheets on top, giving it rock all. Bouncing like it. You're going to going to put the fucking bonus features in now, aren't you?
God.
I've shit myself laughing when I see this.
I've shat myself, Nige, but I've been watching the extras.
I've filled me thong both sides.
Yeah. So I think we're both agreed that American Werewolf in London is the greatest werewolf film of all time.
Absolutely, bar none. There's nothing even close.
No.
People used to say, "Oh, I like The Howling better." I've heard people say that, but then again, I've heard people not really like The Howling. I do really like The Howling, but it's nothing compared to that. I don't think.
I'll say as well, just before we move on from it, we didn't really touch on it, but the transformation scene.
It is. You mentioned it when you did yours. I meant to say again, even now, there has nothing come even close to it. When that came out, it was jaw-dropping, literally jaw-dropping.
When he's screaming and he's looking at his hand and the palm's getting larger and the fingers getting longer.
And the hair's growing and all that.
And he's screaming, you generally feel the pain.
You feel it.
On what he's going through when he's crying and screaming.
And then when you're watching it, you're feeling so sorry for him. They're crying in pain, but then you're getting a bit scared because the fucking fangs are coming. And right in the middle of transformation, he goes, "I didn't mean to call you a meatloaf, Jack."
Yeah.
And you start fucking laughing. You think, what a shit timing for a joke. But it works.
Yeah.
But I still, to this day, I've never seen a transformation like it. It's all right. Them doing them now, they're all CGI. Still don't look as good.
No, that's a greater achievement with what they've done practically.
Yeah,
an American Werewolf when he's just sat there reading his book and then he just starts screaming.
Yeah, just out of the blue.
Yeah,
I think that film is what got Rick Baker into the big boys type of thing. I mean, he'd done films before, but that made him.
Yeah.
I think he got him back for Thriller as well, didn't he? He did Michael Jackson's Thriller as well.
Yeah, because that was, of course, John Landis as well. Almost a mini film in itself, Thriller. Just a great pick. Nice. That was your number 3.
That was my number 3, yeah.
American Werewolf in London. I think I might know your top 2 now.
Yeah, you will too.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, my number 3 is in this lovely, lovely set that came out last year. This has been long overdue. There was big debate as who was going to get the hands on it to do it, but the owners did it themselves. And it is my number 3, Nightmare on Elm Street, the original. So, yeah, I am going with the first movie for my pick for number 3. So there you go.
Yeah.
The original. Weirdly, I was collecting these on VHS back in about 2002. And for some reason, the first movie was unavailable to buy. But all the sequels were. It took a while for the original to get re-released properly. So I had 2, 3, 4, and 5, and Wes Craven's New Nightmare. I didn't have Freddy's Dead. I didn't even know that movie existed. So I used to watch 3 quite a lot because that was sort of 3 was my introduction to Elm Street and Freddy Krueger as a character, and I really, really enjoy that movie. I think it's great. It's my second favorite out the series, but the original for me, I think this is the scariest movie out the bunch.
Yeah,
for me personally, there's 2 scenes in particular. Tina's death, which I remember think it was like, wow. For me, it was just incredible. And then the dream sequence that Nancy has in the school and she sees Tina in the body bag. That is, for me, is the scariest moment out of the series. It's no pun intended, it's nightmare fuel.
Yeah, it is.
When you're watching it. When Nancy falls asleep in school and you can sort of hear the teacher, like the teacher's speech really starts to slow down and get a bit more distorted. That freaks me out in itself alone because oh, shit, we're in the dream world now.
The lad's reading the poem out, isn't he? He goes at the end of it.
Oh, the lad's reading the poem, yeah.
If it weren't that I had bad
dreams.
So like, oh, fuck off.
Yeah. And then she bumps into the hall monitor. She's like, where's your pass? Screw your pass.
And she's got the Freddy fucking jumper on.
No running in the hallway.
Yeah, gives it this.
Yeah, like you said as well, Johnny Depp's first movie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's great in the movie. John Saxon's great in the movie as Nancy's dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of these movies kind of like American Werewolf, where there's a group of people who know what's going on that don't want to let on what's going on either. They want to keep it hush hush and brushed under the carpet with what's happened. They don't want to let the kids know. And all this, they actually think that someone gets framed pretty much for the murders at the start, don't they? It's Glenn. Not Glenn. Sorry, is Tina's boyfriend.
Rod.
Yeah. Gets he's pretty much suspect number one. But of course it wasn't him, but even when he gets it, I'm gutted because he didn't deserve that. He didn't do anything wrong.
I don't know what that image on the back of the steelbook's all about, like. I do really. I'm just telling the piss.
Yeah, well, yeah, I love the movie. Love the movie. I always have.
Yeah, I do.
I remember the first time I actually watched it because I couldn't buy the movie. There was an old VHS rental store, and my mum sort of knew the guy behind the counter, and we rented it. And the guy looked at my mum and he was like, "Do you let him watch movies like these?" And she was like, "Yeah, he loves them." And I was like, "Yeah, I do, pretty much, absolutely." I was like, "That's the only one I haven't really seen from the original set."
Wow.
So wow. So he was like, "Do you let him watch these?" And I was like, "She was like, yeah, he loves them." I absolutely do, and I've loved it since. I just think it's just a great horror movie. Yeah, Robert Englund's performance.
Oh man, yeah,
born to play Freddy Krueger.
It's the best thing he's ever done. He's never acted like that before. I don't think, personally, anyway.
No. When I actually first found out Nightmare on Elm Street was a thing before I'd seen the movies, was actually an episode of Mr. Bean. He takes his girlfriend to the cinema and they're watching Nightmare on Elm Street.
Are they?
Yeah. Oh God,
I've never seen that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really funny. Yeah.
I actually saw it at the cinemas in 1984 when it come out.
Wow.
I was 16 and it was at 18, but I got in. I saw them all as they come out.
Yeah.
I saw one right up to and including New Nightmare.
Yeah.
And I saw the remake. The only one I didn't see at the cinema was Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah, I mean,
and that class as a Friday the 13th myself.
It's a grey one, that one, because it covers both camps, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Really,
but everyone in that box set I saw at the cinema as they came out, and I loved them all. Even 5 I loved at the time. I was Freddy mad. There was just something about him.
But I'm with you as well, of the opinion that 5 is the worst one. I think.
Oh God, yeah.
It's a hard. Don't get me wrong. The now 4K extended cut with all the gore bits put back in does make it a better film, but it is still the.
It doesn't really save it though.
It doesn't.
But I do like the effects.
It doesn't save it to a point where I can say I love 5 or enjoy 5, but it does make it better. It does make
it definitely does
a bit better. Yeah.
I'm glad we've got it now. We can see it how it was meant to be. I don't think 4's much better either. I'll be honest.
I do like it more than 5, but it isn't. I will admit 4 isn't great. Well, I
honestly think I probably would have enjoyed 4 more if they'd have got Patricia Arquette back, because I do not like Tuesday Night, who plays Kristen.
Yeah, no, I can't really fault you for that.
I think he got the acting ability of a fucking clothes horse.
There's a few people
she's terrible. She's terrible.
There's a few people with the personality of one, but yeah.
There certainly is.
Yeah, but yeah, this is just one of the big 3 slasher series. It's Friday the 13th, Halloween, and this. For me, that's the holy trinity of slashers.
Yeah.
But I've always sort of gravitated more towards Freddy, I think. And I don't know why. I think maybe it's because they're the ones I saw possibly first, even before I saw the Halloween sequels. But yeah, I just love the first movie. I think it's great. I love that artwork as well. Artwork.
I do like the Graham Humphreys blue one more, though. That was the UK quad poster.
Yeah, the blue one. Yeah.
I think I might know why you couldn't get the first one on VHS. It's because when it first came out, it was on CBS Fox.
Right.
And it had that blue artwork. That's the one I bought on sell-through, and the original rental tape had that.
Right.
I think when you got it, it was the same ones who'd released 2 and 3, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. They'd been
with that artwork.
Yeah, it had this artwork on. Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's the US.
Remastered again. I remember seeing the artwork for 2. I remember seeing that in Blockbusters in the horror section and just thinking, what the hell is that about? That looks amazing.
Have you seen the Graham Humphreys one?
No, I don't think so.
Oh my God, it is fucking amazing. There's 2 variants of it. There's the video poster one, and then there's the quad poster one, and it is absolutely stunning.
Okay.
I'll send you a picture of them.
Okay, great. Yeah. But yeah, that's my number 3, bronze medal. Nightmare on Elm Street, the original.
I mean, all of them were released by New Line.
Yeah.
And I think at the time there wasn't a New Line video company, so I think that's where all the rights got messed up. Over here, part 1 was released on CBS Fox. 2 and 3 were both Warner Brothers, and then 4 and 5 were back to CBS Fox again.
Right.
I think Freddy's Dead was Guild Home Video, and I don't know what New Nightmare was. But they were all like chopped up differently.
No,
weird.
I'd say as well, if you are wanting to get the films in a nice set, this is probably the way to go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Even if you don't want to pay that much for it, and if you find one, even the other one, you can get like the standard one with them all in.
Yeah. It's just this is like we as horror fans go. This was a long time coming.
Yeah,
it really was. It was in the pipeline for ages. There was a lot of speculation around it. Even when it got announced, there was no images of it whatsoever, and everyone still pre-ordered it. Everyone went like, it sold like hotcakes. It was like,
a lot of people wouldn't pre-order it until they've seen the artwork.
Yeah,
and like all these false artworks people putting out, they go, there was one with like a bed on and a shadow of Freddy. People going, that shit. I was thinking, I don't care what the fucking artwork looks like at this point. Let's just get it. And then as soon as they released that image of that's when it sold out, and people were going, oh, it's sold out. Well, why didn't you pre-order it when it first come out? And if you didn't like it, you could always cancel it.
I must admit, when it got announced, the artwork, I wasn't overly fussed. With that, I didn't think it.
No, but when I seen it in the flesh, I was like, wow.
In the flesh, they have done it justice. Like even all the burn marks in the vest,
the
bottom and the top of the collar,
and the top of the ripped collar, and you can see his neck under it and all that. Yeah. I was like, do you know what? They've done a fucking hell of a good job on that.
Yeah, they have.
I don't think the photos, the posters of it, give it justice.
No. And as well, because let's be honest, the Blu-ray box set before this came out was god awful, and you refused to buy it.
Get it.
Yeah.
No, I've only had the DVD box, and I will keep that as well because it's signed by Robert Englund and Amanda Wyss, who played Tina.
Yeah,
and it is the American one, and up until that coming out, that was the ultimate box set. Nobody had beat it.
Yeah. No, so yeah, that's my number 3, the original Nightmare on Elm Street.
Great pick. I can't fault that.
Yeah, just a great horror film. So, Nige, I think I know what your number 2 is.
Yes, I bet you do.
My
number 2.
It's a George Romero film.
Yes, and it is the greatest anthology film of all time. Yeah. Creepshow.
I remember when this
came out, I saw the quad poster. Oh God, now I wanted to see it so bad. And then when I seen it, it was the original pre-certificate VHS, which now, thanks to Stephen, I've actually got. And it scared the shit out of me. And I just could not get enough of it. It's a shame that they didn't do a nice, sturdy box like they did the Blu-ray. Because that Blu-ray is a beautiful set. It's nice. I don't think Scream Factory have ever done it like that before. And you do get a nice booklet in this as well.
Yeah, they do. They have done a couple of box sets like that, but they do them really like the sequel to the Elvira film that got one. And
yeah, I remember you saying that. Yeah,
they did it for all. They did it for all the Halloween films as well, didn't they? They bung them in box sets.
But these are like, why when you're paying more for the 4Ks, did you not just give it that treatment?
Yeah.
But like, I mean, I really think somebody should have used the UK artwork because for me, that's my favourite one. That UK artwork is actually in the back of the comic novelization of it that Stephen King did. So it is an official thing. It's not like just a UK thing. But yeah, if anybody's not seen this, you'll probably know by now anyway with the telly show. It is an anthology film. It's got 5 stories in, consisting of Father's Day, They're Creeping Up on You, The Lonesome Death of Geordie Verrill, The Crate,
Something to
Tide You Over. Not in that order. That's the one I couldn't think of.
Yeah.
And they're all so different. My favourite one is the first one, which is Father's Day.
Yeah.
And that was the scariest one for me as well. I think yours is Something to Tide You Over, isn't it?
Something to Tide You Over is my favourite,
yeah. And I'd never seen anything like this. It was not just the horror stories. It was like the intro with Tom Atkins again, and Stephen King's son, who was actually called Joe King at the time. He's changed his name now, and he's a writer himself. He plays his dad, and he's got these Creepshow magazines, and his dad throws him in the bin, sends him to bed. He looks out the window, and this fella here has like sort of come to life, and he's outside his window, and it turns cartoon. And then the next thing you see is the camera sort of like goes to the bin, the lid falls off, the comic opens, and the first story starts. So it's basically like going through the comic. Everything about it, just the way it was done, I've never seen anything like it. When the scenes change, you get all these coloured lights, and then there's sometimes like turn to cartoon and move to the next one, or the page turns. It was just absolutely fantastic. At the time as well, I didn't know who George Romero was. I mean, I saw this in 1983. It was one of the very early videos we rented out. And somewhere in this fucking bungalow, I do have an original UK quad poster. And I do want to show it one day, but I've got to find the bastard because it's folded, not rolled. But yeah, absolutely adore this film.
Can't fault you for that, Nige. Can't fault you for that, for picking that for number 2.
Absolutely.
I actually first saw that on the Sci-Fi channel when it was on really late one night, and I was just flicking through the channels and it was on, and I decided to watch it. I think it was the fact that it was I think it was advertised on the channel as George A. Romero's Creepshow. So I was like, obviously I'd seen Dawn of the Dead, so I was like, okay, well, I want to watch, if he's done another film, I'll watch Creepshow and see what that's like. And I really enjoyed it. Creepy as fuck, because I was watching it really late one night and it was just black outside. Yeah, I watched There's Something to Tide You Over bit. Yeah, I was hooked from there. Really enjoyed it.
I had already seen Dawn of the Dead, but at that time, I wasn't really looking into like directors' names and stuff like that. So I'd not heard the name. And then when I seen like when Dawn of the Dead was banned, I think that's when I started to cite George A. Romero. I thought it just sounds like an evil bastard. When I seen him, I couldn't believe it. It looks nothing like you get a picture in your mind. I actually thought he was like Italian or something.
No. He's because I've always pictured him with a beard. He looks like a young Santa.
He's a big gentle giant, isn't he?
Yeah.
I'm going to show you that artwork now. I've got the VHS here that Stephen got me.
Right, yeah.
I never thought I could have got that ready.
I'm just grabbing me number 2.
Watch your hands. There you go.
Yeah, that's nice.
That for me, that's the best artwork. And when it's the quad poster, that's on like this side. When it extends over here, there's like graves and the beautiful sky and the moon and stuff. I just think it's a brilliant piece of artwork. There's Fluffy, Adrian Barbeau. Who the fuck's that? Oh, it's the creep from the beginning.
Oh yeah, the creep. Yeah.
God, look at that. Look at the condition of that.
Yeah, it looks nice.
And it's still got that on as well on the side. Intervision. Over the moon.
It looks brand new, the actual plastic on the tape. It looks brand new.
It really does. And even the box, apart from like that residue off the stickers, it looks amazing.
That adds to it for me though. The sticker residue. It adds to it.
You can just tell the age of it by that. I mean, God, this came out. Has it got the release date of it? Probably not. I mean, the film was 82.
Yeah.
So this will have been either 82 or 83. I rented it in 83 and it was this one. Like that artwork. And I do remember getting out the shop. It was that actual one with the sticker. I don't mean this actual tape, but that version with that on. And got that and the Silent Scream together, I think, and they both had that label. They both had Intervision.
Right.
And I just loved them both. But yeah, especially that. So yeah, number 2.
Yeah, I can't fault you for picking that. It's just a fun anthology film.
It is. It's amazing.
It is really good. The sequel's pretty good as well. Not as good as the original, but it is a fun follow-up.
I was gutted because when the 4K came out and I got it, I watched it. I was like, you know what? I didn't enjoy that anywhere near as much as what I usually do. And I thought, I think I'm going off it. It might have just got me on a bad night. I don't know.
Yeah.
It does bug me that there's only 3 stories as well. There's 5 in that one, but it was all down to budget. Yeah.
I mean, the 4K as well. It's one of the few Screen Factory ones that has reversible artwork as well on the.
Yes, it's got the comic, hasn't it?
Yeah, the comic style. It's actually got it. You see a poster for Dawn of the Dead on there as well.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah. Where have I put it? Oh, I don't know if I might have turned this one round actually. I know I've a shite. I bet I've turned the 4K around. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, so that's the alternative. Yeah,
that was like the US. That was one US 1 sheet.
Yeah,
and that was another one.
Yeah,
but the one on that VHS, that was the UK quad poster. Which that's my favourite one. But you can tell that's Stephen King's son. It actually does look like him.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
There's the Dawn of the Dead.
So I remember on that in Search of Darkness documentary, when there's a scene.
That's The Shining.
Yeah. There's a scene where Tom Atkins hits him.
Yes.
And Stephen King said to him, "You aren't actually going to hit him, Tom, are you?" And I can't.
I'm going to punch fuck out of him, idiot.
Yeah. I can't remember what he said. We think he just said, "I'll try and make it as light as possible."
He didn't actually even touch him, did he?
I don't know. I don't think so. But yeah, I just remember like him saying Stephen King was like, "You aren't going to hit him, are you?" Yeah.
There's a bit as well. I think it's when he goes. It's when he's shouting back at him. It might be when he goes. It's when Mum sent me to get your cufflinks. It was on Sunday. You can see he's dying to laugh. The kid is dying to laugh at one point. I think it's that line.
Because he's a bit of an arsehole in it as well, Tom Atkins, isn't he? He's just he doesn't want him reading any of that horror stuff. He's just like,
no, it's weird because he normally plays the likable character, Tom Atkins.
But I think what works is for him playing someone unlikable is he's not in the film long.
Yeah.
He's he's unlikable, but for a very short amount of time, he's in it.
When George Romero contacted him, do you know which part Tom Atkins actually wanted?
Oh, no, I know of this. I can't remember who it was.
But he said he wanted the Geordie Verrill one.
Right, the Stephen King.
And he went, sorry, Stephen wants that one. And he was gutted. And he said, would you mind doing the wraparound story? Because I think you'd be good at doing, like, being the kid's father and all that type of thing. And I was like, as much as I love Tom Atkins, I don't think he's gormless enough like Stephen King to play the Geordie Verrill character.
Because he's too suave and cool in all the other roles he's in. He's that guy. I don't want to say.
Can you imagine Tom Atkins walking out where the meteor landed and going, thrill me? It just wouldn't have been the same, would it, really?
Yeah. No, because when I watched Creepshow for the first time, I didn't even know that was Stephen King.
Didn't you?
No. I just thought it was some random actor. But yeah, no, it took me a while before I worked out it was Stephen King. Well, no, that is a great pick though, Nige.
Do you know what? I might not know myself the first time I watched it.
The first time,
up until that point, it was only like, it was 3 years later when I was 18. I started reading Stephen King books. Or was it maybe it's 2 years later? So maybe I didn't know at the time either.
Yeah, and then you've got to talk about Ted Danson and Galen Ross as the zombies with the seaweed on them. That was fucking terrifying.
You know what? I think Ted Danson's fantastic in that.
Yeah.
I think the bit with Galen Ross in the sand and the water, I think she's fantastic in that. It looks so real.
Yeah.
And obviously they do play the zombies, but I don't know, just Ted Danson's so believable.
Yeah, yes.
Leslie Nielsen, though, normally he's like comedic. He's an evil bastard.
Yeah, he is. I was expecting
him funny as well.
I was expecting him to be more like Frank Drebin, but yeah.
I sometimes quote that film, you know. It's like when he kicks, just before he kicks the crab out, sometimes, do you know, if like somebody annoying, like, or you get the weirdo on the bus who sits next to you, when they walk away, I'll go, if I know the person, I'll go, well, found a friend, Harry. And that's from that story.
Yeah. No, it is a great pick for number 2, Nige. I can't really fault you for that at all.
Cheers, Andy.
No, I get it. It's your third favorite movie of all time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a fantastic pick. So my number 2. Have you got any guesses on this one?
Number 2. It depends if I was right or wrong the other day when I said, I wonder what your favourite one is. It depends. That could be either 1 or 2. If I guess this and it's wrong, I'm reckoning what I'm going to guess is your number 1. So do you want me to guess?
Right, I'll say.
Have I already said it?
No, it's right. Not one. It's not one you've picked. It's not one you've talked about. I'll say this: what you think is my number 1 is my number 1.
Right.
I'm telling you that right now.
So, right, what can it be? Your number 2 horror film of the 80s, Alien.
Nope, and that's a 70s movie.
Aliens.
No. I'll give you a clue. I said Christine was the first of 2 John Carpenter films I was going to talk
of course it is. Yeah, The Thing.
Yeah, my number 2.
I forgot about the second Carpenter one.
Yeah, my number 2. John Carpenter's The Thing.
I do love that film.
Yeah,
just goes to show how much I love the others because that didn't make mine. And I do love that film.
This is probably the finest example of a film coming out completely being misunderstood and missing the mark and it not being the film's fault. I think it just came out at the wrong time. But I'm so glad that since it came out from 1982, it's found its footing, it's found its appreciation, it's found its fans, and it completely deserves the praise it gets because this is one of John Carpenter's finest movies. It probably is my favorite John Carpenter film, to be honest. I absolutely love and adore this. His partnership with Kurt Russell as an actor shines here. It's the best work I think the two of them have done out of the 5 films they made together.
I agree.
Yeah, it's so good. McCready is just great in this all male led cast about pretty much the best movie about paranoia I think that's ever been made. And who do you trust, who don't you trust?
Yeah,
one of the best sort of alien parasite movies that we've ever had. The gore effects in it are second to none. These are world class, in my opinion, when it comes to practical effects. If you want to see a movie that demonstrates practical effects and what they can pull off, this is the movie to show someone.
Yeah.
The 4K of it is as well itself is absolutely stunning. It is. It's one of Universal's best transfers. This is just a fantastic, fantastic movie with so much little details going on. It's a who do you trust type of movie. It's absolutely amazing. I adore this film. And to think, when I first watched it, I hated it. I did not like this movie at all. Really didn't like it. No. I just thought it was moving too fast for me to try and keep up, because I was kind of like a bit young when I watched it and I couldn't really get what was going on. But I had to sit down with it and take my time with it. And there was actually a point where I watched this movie twice in one day because I enjoyed it that much. I was like, yeah, it was a complete 180, complete turnaround. Totally love and appreciate this movie now for what it is. It is so clever, so well done. Absolutely love this movie. It's like I said, the plot of this movie, it's just an all-male cast are on this. They've all been set jobs in the Arctic. And yeah, there's another base somewhere, and there's this helicopter and it's chasing down a dog. And the helicopter's trying to shoot the dog. And you just think, what's he shooting the dog for? The dog's done nothing wrong.
I was going like this, go and run. I was trying to run for the dog watching this.
Yeah. You just think that because the dog in this movie is supposed to represent, the ultimate innocence. When you see, he's just like, you're on the dog side. What are you shooting the dog for? The dog's done nothing wrong. It's not a dog. Let's just say that. It really, really isn't a dog. This is what is about to happen in this movie has happened before at another camp, another base, and by the end of the movie, like, oh shit, yeah, what happened there? This is just a masterclass, like I said, in practical effects. The movie's called The Thing. You don't actually see what form the thing takes in the movie. It has no real sort of definitive design to it.
That's what I was going to say. You don't actually see what the actual real thing looks like. It just changes and takes different forms. You don't see what the original thing actually looks like.
The creature just takes on a hodgepodge of shapes and forms. It doesn't have a definitive look to it, and it starts to take over this crew, and it picks them off, and we're trying to work out which ones are still alive and real and which ones have been taken over. And yeah, my God, it's a masterclass. Absolute masterclass of a movie. I think the only actress to be in it is Adrienne Barbeau. I think she does the voice of the computer when he's playing chess at the start.
Until you mentioned that, it's never ever in all these years occurred to me that it's an all-male cast. It's never hit me.
I think I think it is Adrienne Barbeau who does the voice of the computer when he's playing chess.
I'll be listening out for that now.
Yeah, I think that's the only female acting in the movie.
Wow.
But yeah, this is a phenomenal movie. Absolutely phenomenal. One of Kurt Russell's best. Absolutely love this movie. Yeah. I can't say much more about it than that. I know it didn't make your list, Nige, but I know you love the movie.
I do. The first time I seen it, again, I actually hired it out. It was a pre-certificate video. And at the beginning of the film, where the thing burns through the title.
The title card, yeah.
The sticker on the CIC videos actually had the thing wrote like there on it. I was like, look at that. And all I seen was the front cover. Have you ever seen the VHS front cover?
Yes,
It's the same as
so, yeah.
it's the same as the Blu-ray, HMV Blu-ray.
Yes.
It's his upside down head with the coming out.
Yeah.
So that was like, what's that? That's horrific. And when I watched it, I couldn't fucking believe it. I think like you, I watched it twice before it went back. And then I remember years later, I was on a car boot sale and there was the X-Rental for sale. I snapped it up. So I've actually owned that on VHS, DVD, Blu-ray and 4K. I think I've seen it. I'm assuming the VHS must have come out originally in the following year in '83 because that's when we got our video and that's when I've seen it. It is absolutely phenomenal. I didn't realise at the time when I watched it though that it was the same bloke who'd made Halloween.
No, it's a totally different movie to Halloween. It's completely
totally different,
polar opposite to it. It's
That's the good thing about John Carpenter. He can sort of like
each movie
turn it on to anything. He's done so many different genres. I mean, I know it's well loved and you love like that Big Trouble in Little China. I fucking hated it, but it just goes to show he can do like a comedic sort of martial arts film as well. It's really, he's a talented fella.
Oh yeah, he is. It's such a shame he lost the love for it as well.
I know.
He wasn't churning out the best movies towards the end, which is a shame. But
I don't know how the hell that flopped. I really don't. Because like you say, it's one of his best.
It came out and Siskel and Ebert, the big sort of movie critics of the time, they didn't help the movie at all. They absolutely did not like the movie.
Is that them two blokes who used to sit on American telly, one had glass? I hate them too. They haven't got a clue what they're talking about, the stupid bastards. Why do people listen to critics?
Yeah, they were not keen on this film. They really, really didn't like it. I think as well, it came out very, very close to E.T., so a lot of people were sort of more into the family orientated alien movies, as opposed to the evil, violent ones like this. But yeah,
I like E.T., but it's not a patch on that.
Yeah, this is
absolutely not.
Just thank God it found its footing and it found love it, and it's praised so much today for what it is because, the effects in this movie are great and top notch, but they're nothing without the story and the cast either as well.
No.
Like the two go hand in hand.
It's got everything.
Yeah, it's got great visuals and everything, but the acting,
the story, the effects, the acting, the music, everything. It's amazing.
Everything about this movie works. I just absolutely love it. And again, if you've not seen it, do yourself a favor, get the 4K, and you'll have a blast with this movie.
Absolutely agree. And it is, for me personally, I class it more horror than it is sci-fi. It feels a bit sci-fi at the beginning when you see the thing land on Earth, but then after that, it's just these guys in the Antarctic.
Yeah.
It's like a sort of a bit of The Shining, where they're all just like encased in this one building type of thing.
Yeah. I think when I first found out about this movie, I think I was about 7 or 8 years old, and I was in Florida at the time, and I was at Universal Studios, and we were at a horror. We were at like a horror movie themed sort of show, and they showed us the clip of the defibrillator scene, and my mind was just like blown. Just like watching. Watching this chest open up. The chest open up with a set of jaws in this chest, and this guy losing his arms. It was frightening.
I was not expecting that when I watched it, I must admit.
No, it's just so good. So good. The effects in this are just, anyone who's seen the film, who loves the film, will contest that the effects are some of the best.
Yeah.
They just
one of the best is the dog in the cage.
Yeah, the dog in the cage. It's horrible to see, but
but it's fucking brilliantly done.
Yeah, it is.
The one that got me the most, like that creeped me out, was the spider.
Oh God, yeah, because it's this head using the
human head with spider legs,
using
fucking
this tongue,
horrible.
Using this tongue to pull itself over, and then all of a sudden these legs just sprout out of nowhere.
Sprouts these legs, but they are huge.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
when he turns
Trying to get
around,
away.
you've got to be fucking kidding me.
Yeah. And even the scene where he's got everyone who's still alive tied up. He's trying to work out who's the thing, and he's using he's heating up the copper wire and putting it in the blood. Oh yeah.
When it finally jumped, I jumped out my skin. But the guy at the end, who's dead calm to begin with. So if you don't mind,
Yeah.
if you'd like to untie me, I don't want to spend the rest of this evening tied to this fucking couch.
Yeah.
You know, all right, fucking hell.
Even Keith David as well, when he's like, "Cut me loose, cut me fucking loose," you know, and all. Yeah. Oh god, it's brilliant.
It is
such a great movie. Absolutely love this one.
I'm long overdue on watching that as well. Now, fuck me, do I watch that or do I watch the other one I was going to watch? American Werewolf in London.
Watch them both.
It depends. Yeah, if I'm awake, I might do actually.
Yeah, it's top draw John Carpenter. It's top draw Kurt Russell.
Yeah,
you can't go wrong with the thing. So that's my number 2 anyway. I think we've talked about that one enough. Yeah,
even though it's not even in man, I can't argue with that. I really can't.
Yeah, my number 2.
It's a great pick to be up there. Yeah,
no, thanks, Nige. Yeah, it's just I'm gonna be talking about this one again soon in another video. But yeah, it's enjoy this one. So that is my number 2, silver medal for me. John Carpenter's The Thing. So
the big one.
Come to the big one. What is, in your opinion, your favorite, your greatest 80s horror movie?
It is also my second favorite film of all time, and it is the 1980 original Friday the 13th. I think I get laughed at quite a lot with this. Got quite a few copies of this, not as many as yours, but that's the other 4K I've got, which came with the Waxwork Records artwork, and I don't like the fact they've done that, like the opening to the bottom, but it's a steelbook as well.
Yeah.
But it's the same edition, it's the 4K. The 4K is very dark out. I highly recommend the Scream Factory Blu-ray. But yeah, I actually saw part 2 of this first. And the same 2 fellas you were on about who absolutely slaughtered the thing, that did the same thing for this and part 2. But I saw part 2 first, so I kind of knew the ending of this, which I'm not going to go into, and just in case anybody hasn't seen it. But even though when I watched this, I think I liked part 2 better because I've seen it first. Then it got to the stage where I just liked them both the same. I used to watch it as one long film, 1 and 2 together. And then it's only through the years I thought, it's got to be this one. This is now the one I've watched the most. It's the original one that started it all. And it starts off in a camp called Camp Crystal Lake. The opening scene, it says Camp Crystal Lake, 1958. Shows you the camp, and it goes inside, and there's all these counsellors sat in a circle, and they're singing the old cheesy camp songs and that. And then it goes to the cabins, and you've got the camera point of view of the killer, with what actually sounds like shit, and you're thinking, what the hell is going on here? And then 2 of these campers bugger off upstairs for a bit of how's your father. So they're getting a little bit up nevy, and then this person from the camera's eyes going up the stairs, and they turn around, and we weren't doing anything, but that's it, he's gone. And she gets it, and the titles, and then it says Friday the 13th of June, present day, and it's back up. So basically all these murders were happening in the 50s, so they closed the camp down, and in 1980, they opened the cabin back up. And the guy who's opening it is a fella called Steve Christie. And he wants to get it back open and start getting kids going and stuff. So he's gotten all these campers in and camp counsellors in, and they're doing the camp up and stuff like that. And the counsellors start getting bumped off in similar fashion to the 2 at the beginning, where it's the camera point of view. They openly admit that they did rip Halloween off, but this really upped the gore and the violence a hell of a lot. And I think that was why I absolutely fell in love with this film more so over than Halloween. Halloween terrified me more. It scared me shitless, but this, I just enjoyed it more because I just couldn't believe the gore and Tom Savini's effects. Obviously, I didn't know who Tom Savini was at the time. I sometimes think, will this ever be beaten for me? Will I get another film that I love as much? And I don't know. It's everything about it. I love the artwork, everything about it. It's just, for me, it's just the greatest slasher film of all time. I know a lot of people like Part 2 and Part 6 better, but for me, it's the original. And people like The Burning better, but I don't. If you have not seen any of the Friday the 13th films, for God's sake, watch the first one first. Spoiler. The killer isn't Jason in the original. So if you think it is, it isn't. He is in it, but watch this. This one's from 1980. That's my number one horror film of the 80s, Friday the 13th.
No, I cannot fault you for picking it, Nige, to be honest. It's...
Cheers, Andy.
Yeah, it's not one that's normally, when you say these big horror series and the bit, a lot of people would usually say the first one is the best. It's not really been the case with that one because a lot of fans don't really consider the first Friday the 13th film to be the best of the series.
No.
They always gravitate more towards 2 and 4 and 6, I think. With,
2, 4, and 6 they do, yeah.
Friday the 13th, but that's fascinating that it's your number one. Yeah, it's your number one from the 80s and number one of the series as well by default.
Yeah.
So No, I like the movie. I really do. Like you say, it was when you go back to Friday the 13th now, I remember thinking, oh, it's Jason and the hockey mask.
Yeah.
The first movie's, that's not the first movie at all. It's not the first movie he's going for at all. It would become that, but it wasn't. The first movie is not that at all. It's not what Friday the 13th would go on to be. But yeah, I think it is a good little slasher movie. Really do enjoy it. There is a little bit of animal cruelty in it again as well, because it was just, unfortunately, it was the done thing back then. They did put it in the movies because the 70s and early 80s, they just did shit like that, and it shouldn't have been done. But
compared to others, it's not bad. It's
not.
For anybody watching, thinking, "Oh, I don't want to watch a goat." No, it's a snake. Yeah. You see him go and the tail comes off the snake, and it's real. They do actually kill it. It's not particularly gory, but it's the fact it's real.
Yeah.
And I don't think it should have happened, to be honest.
No. But some of the effects in this as well, like you said, Tom Savini really does knock it out of the park again with these.
Yeah.
Like, a couple of the kills, the neck slash against the tree, the axe to the face is really good. Of course, Kevin Bacon when he meets his end, that's really good as well. I think that's actually Tom Savini's arm that comes up.
I think it's one of his helpers, one of his students,
one of his team, yeah.
Because if you look at it, well, I won't say what's supposed to. No, I'm not going to get into that because it might give the game away. But the bit where Bill is pinned on the door,
yeah.
When she screams at that was real because they didn't tell her.
Oh fuck!
So she shut the door, and when she screamed, she said that was a real reaction. I had no idea he was there, and she absolutely shit herself.
Yeah.
But like Halloween, when John Carpenter made Halloween, and The Burning, My Bloody Valentine, Friday the 13th was originally just going to be a one film.
Yeah. It wasn't going to be this big.
This is exactly why Tom Savini wouldn't come back. He was like, well, no, because that doesn't make sense. Jason dies, but then again, Jason dies in all of them.
Yeah.
So then when they made Part 2, he just point blank refused and he went and did The Burning.
Yeah, because it is a bit strange that Jason dies as like a preteen, and then in the second one he's back as a full-grown adult.
Yeah.
That is a bit strange.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that jump scare at the end. Yeah, it's one of the best. It's one of the best in horror, I think. It still
Same with
gets
part
me.
2.
Yeah, yeah. The one in part 2 is great as well. But yeah, it is a great slasher film. I love the reveal at the end as well. It's not really a movie you can go trying to guess who the killer is.
No,
You
no.
can't really do that because when the reveal happens, that's kind of like the first time you see that character. So you can't really guess along the way. But yeah, I do love it when I love the line when she's like, "He should have been watched." She just grabs her.
No.
Yeah.
Every minute.
Yeah.
All right, fucking hell.
It's like, calm down, fuck
The
me.
thing is, though, if I hadn't have seen part 2 first, because the first 5 to 10 minutes is making you catch up from the original.
Yeah.
I would have been, oh, it's him all the way through.
Yeah.
I would have been guessing.
There's a few red herrings, particularly with the crazy old fella.
Yeah. I'll tell you afterwards because I don't want to say her name, but I'll tell you why I thought it was originally.
Okay.
Who I thought the killer was. I was convinced.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then when they got it, I went, oh, I guess I'm wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it definitely has you on the edge of your seat. I just absolutely love that film.
Yeah, no, I can't blame you. I love the effects. Actually, I think I was getting confused with Tom Savini with what happens to the killer at the end with the hands. I think that's might be Tom Savini's hands. I'm not sure. If you can...
Yes, I think it is. Oh, God, I can't remember now.
So obviously,
I think it is.
What I'll say is the killer meets their demise, and there's a scene where you see the hands come up, and I think that's Tom Savini's hands. From what I've heard, I could be wrong, but that's what I've heard. It's
if it wasn't Tom Savini, it was the one who did the bit as well.
Yeah, yeah. But I know there's a scene in Poltergeist where there's a guy tearing his face off in the mirror.
Yeah.
That is Steven Spielberg's hands doing that.
Is it really?
Poltergeist, yeah. Yeah.
Fucking hell. I didn't know that.
Yes. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's a great pick, Nige. It's your number one. It's not my personal favorite of the series, of course, but it's for me, it's kind of just underneath 2, 4, and 6.
I get why you picked 6 as your favorite one of them as well, because that is my third favorite.
Yeah.
For me, my top 5 are 1, 2, 6, 5, then 4.
And 4.
And for me, I think 4 is vastly overrated. It could have been a lot better. But that's a lot of people's favourite as well. I don't understand why.
Yeah. I mean, let's face it, number 5 is criminally underrated. That is one fucking ugly man.
God, I love that film so much. I think probably it's the fact it was the first one I've seen at the cinema as well. The order I seen them in was 2, 1, 3, and 5. Because part 4 hadn't come out on VHS, and I wasn't old enough to get into the cinema for it when it came out. Right. So I saw 4 after 5. It was weird. I seen them all as best.
Okay. So that's your number 1.
That's me done. That's my number 1. I think I know what yours is going to be.
So my number 1, if you haven't already guessed, is it's Tom Holland's Fright Night. My number 1. The words love and adore are too small to describe how I feel about this movie. This, for me, is the greatest vampire film of all time.
Yeah.
The subsequent lists that me and Nige are going to do for the 90s, 2000s, 2010s, 2020s, this movie is better than all of them, in my opinion. This is one of the greatest comfort horror movies I absolutely love. I don't find this movie particularly scary, but my God, I can watch this any day of the week without hesitation. I can put this on and absolutely enjoy it. This is the ultimate comfort horror movie for me. I absolutely I'm in awe of this film. I just love it. I love this movie so much. My history of it was I was a massive Planet of the Apes fan when I was younger. So, yeah, you're probably thinking, where the fuck's this going? But I was a massive Planet of the Apes fan when I was younger.
Roddy McDowell.
Roddy McDowell. I was actually like reading the TV guide once, and it said Fright Night, and then it said starring Chris Sarandon, Roddy McDowell, and I was like,
you were like, oh.
I was like, Roddy McDowell, I fucking recognize that name. And then of course it clicked, Planet of the Apes, because I loved watching Conquest of the Planet of the Apes when I was younger and Escape from the Planet of the Apes, because he's more present in those two movies than the original, and he's not in the second one.
Is it Galen that called him?
He's called in Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
In 3 and 4 and 5, he's called Cornelius, and in the first 2, he's called. Sorry. In the first 3, he's called Cornelius, and in the last 2, he's called Caesar.
I'm sure in the teleseries he was called Galen.
He's played a couple of characters throughout the.
Oh, has he?
The whole thing. But in the second one, it's not him; it's someone else playing him.
Oh,
he plays completely. Yeah, it's not Roddy McDowell.
Yeah, it's a bit of a cheat and shit out of it.
Yeah,
so it's like when they got him in bloody Back to the Future, was it 2 or 3? And it wasn't Crispin Glover. It
wasn't Crispin Glover. Yeah, that's what it was a bit like. Yeah, but yeah, I was a big Planet of the Apes fan anyway. So I was like, Roddy McDowell in a horror film. I was like, I'm all in for this. So again, Channel 5 to the rescue was playing this movie, and I watched it, and I was hooked. I was like, I need to get this. So my dad bought me the DVD of it, and I was like, I just watched it on loop every other week.
Wow.
This movie over and over again. I just loved it as a kid. Absolutely loved it. And there's been breaks when I've had from it. Like there's been times where there's been long breaks, and then I go back to it and I forget how much I love the movie, and I go back and I'm like, yes, it's better than I remember. You know, when I watch it and I'm just like, it's just the ultimate 80s horror movie for me. The whole vampire element to it, the story to it of someone getting a new neighbor, and the new neighbor moves in, and the kid Charlie Brewster in it, he's pretty much, he's obsessed with horror movies enough as it is.
Yeah.
Even before this happens, he falls asleep and he wakes up and he's looking out the window and he sees what he sees, bit of naughtiness going on, and then he sees the fangs, and you kind of think, is he put 2 and 2 together here and got 5? Is he getting it wrong? But no, he sees a vampire and no one will believe him. I mean, fuck me, it could happen to fucking me with fucking next door here. Let's be honest. I hope it does. Fucking hell. But yeah, it's just, oh my god, I just love everything about it. The music, the cast, the look of the film.
Again, that artwork.
Again, everything about this movie just sits.
And I can't see anybody getting that vampire as good as what Chris Sarandon did. I just can't see it. I can't envision anybody else playing it.
Even when when I was younger and I was talking to girls about this movie who'd seen it, they were frothing at the gash for Chris Sarandon in this film.
Were they really?
Yeah, they're like, fucking hell, he's a bit of stuff, him. He's handsome. And I was like, okay, fair enough if you say so. But yeah, the scene where he's one suave fucking motherfucker in this movie.
He is.
When he walk, only Chris Sarandon can pull off a fucking grey jumper when he walks into that fucking nightclub. He walks in like he owns the place. He walks in, and yeah, the girls are in awe of him. There's some of the girls when he walks past are like stroking him. Like as he walks past, they like got their hands all over him. And it's just like he captivates Amy in this movie. He absolutely bewitches her. And she just like falls for him completely. because you get this sort of vibe that he knew someone in the past that looked like her because he has the painting in his house.
Yeah.
And Billy Cole says to him, "Oh, she looks just like her, doesn't she?" And there's a bit of a past going on there because, like Tom Holland said, you can't make the villain in your movie all evil. You have to give him something likable to latch onto.
You do see the painting as well, don't you? And she does look like her.
Because even Charlie looks at it and he's like, "Amy, is that like you?"
Yeah.
But, yeah. A lot of people would think Evil Dead gets a bit annoying in this film. He never bothered me. I've got to be honest. He's never really.
I think Evil Dead in that is amazing. It's the one in the remake I don't like. That raspy, four-eyed, lisping fuck. I hate him.
Yeah, I think he's great in this film. He really is. And even then, Roddy McDowall as Peter Vincent. I mean, the guy's a legend. For years, I didn't even realize he was fucking British for fucking years because I've always seen him in American stuff, so I always thought he was American. But
I was very surprised when I found out he was gay because I just never even put two and two together.
Well, I've just found that out right now. So there you go. You learn something new.
Did you not know?
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
Gay, yeah, he was.
I love him.
I didn't know.
No, I didn't.
He was just a lovely fella, though, wasn't he?
Yeah. Such a good actor.
Oh, God, yeah.
And even in this, I know Mike, Cinema went, he loves this film as much as me. And we're always talking about this film. We're always quoting it to each other. We're always doing impersonations and laughing about it because we just, both of us love this movie. We'll always be like doing impressions of Peter Vincent when he's Amy and Evil Ed go round to his house and he's like, "Oh, come in." And he's like, "What can I get you? Can I get an autograph?"
You go to his house and he go, "Come in."
Yeah, come in. An autograph, perhaps an interview for your school newspaper. Yeah.
I wish I could get the Evil Ed voice when he does the laugh and the "You're so cool, Brewster."
Yeah. He's like, good evening. Now, where is the suspected lair of the creature of the night? There. He's like, "Oh yes, I see what you mean." He's like, "Whoa.
Of the night."
He's like, "What?" He's like, "Where are your stakes and hammers?" "Oh, I left them in my bag." "You're not going in there without them." And he's like, "I have to prove he is a vampire first, Charlie. Look, I know he's a vampire." He's like, "I am the one who needs to know." Yeah, we just quote this movie so much, and even when he's knocking on the fucking door for ages.
I know.
He's like, "I am. Don't worry, I'm Peter Vincent. I'm here to protect you." And he's just like, yeah, it's so good. It's just so good. I'm always quoting it, like you said before as well. The music in it is just great. That "Come to Me" song. Yeah. I know you talked about the bit with the tape recorder, but for me, it's the bit where Charlie actually finds out he's a vampire.
Yeah. It's actually got a different title, that bit.
Yeah, I think the taped one it uses synth, and I think the window scene uses electric violins for it. It's
the window one as well. It's got guitar in it. It's got like a little guitar thingy in it.
Yeah, I actually prefer that one. That one's my favorite, but that is one of my favorite scenes in movie history that doesn't use any dialogue. And you're just finding out he's perving on this girl, fair enough. And then the music kicks in, and then he sees the fangs, and he realizes, oh shit, fuck, what's going to happen? And he runs to try and tell his mum, and his mum won't believe him. And then his mum fucking invites him over the next day.
His face,
yeah, his face, yeah.
I love it when he takes the copper.
Yeah.
You'll see him sleeping the sleep of the undead. Woo!
What are you talking about? Look, he's like, look, I know he says, I know he's a vampire. And he says, yeah, and I'm Dirty Harry.
Yeah. You ever call me out again like this? I'm going to throw your ass in jail forever.
Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah. This movie, I love and adore. Yeah. I can talk about it for ages. The disco scene.
Oh,
great.
I love that song "Good Man in a Bad Time" by Ian Hunter as well.
Bad Time, yeah. The other song that comes on after that as well, I absolutely love.
They Give It Up, Evil and Champagne King.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not overly keen on Sparks' Army of the Night. It's all right, but I'm not overly keen.
That's fair. That's the first one, isn't it? When they go in through the kitchen.
Yeah.
And the chef's like, hey, you can't come in through here.
Nige just fucking did.
Yeah, but Chris Sarandon in this is just the perfect villain as Jerry Dandridge.
Yeah, he is.
I found out that the whole reason why he's eating, fruit throughout the movie.
You told me about this. I can't remember what it was.
It's because Tom Holland asked all the actors to do a bit of research for the characters and try and come up with something. So he added the whole eating fruit thing because he was doing research on vampire bats, and he said vampire bats actually love eating fruit. So that's why in the movie he eats so much fruit, because he wanted to add that to the character, because it was just a little touch that he added. And I was like, that's a bit of stroke of brilliance, that actually.
That is a great touch, that though. Yeah. I didn't realise.
Yeah. He was doing research on vampire bats, and he found out that they absolutely love to eat fruit. So that's why he eats a load of fruit in the movie. He's always eating like
this pad. Tom, get them fucking apples ordered.
Yeah.
Apples. Trust me.
Yeah. And the scene where Charlie's like hiding in the bushes and his mum comes out. Charlie? He just throws the core like straight at him. Oh God.
When he gets the fucking pencil in, it's when he runs away. He
spins around.
Yeah. Fucking fingers. I like that.
We always do that, me and Mike as well. He's like, wouldn't want to wake your mother, Charlie, then I'd have to kill her too. Right up! He just chucks him across the room. Oh my God.
You fucking hell. Yes, if you haven't seen this film, you need to. You need to rectify it.
Get it watched. It is the ultimate 80s vampire movie. It's my favorite 80s horror movie of all time. Chances are it always will be.
It's definitely my favorite vampire film of all time.
Yeah. Yeah.
The great, for me, I always say it's the greatest vampire film of all time.
It's almost like a Hammer film in sheep's clothing as well, I think, in parts.
In parts it is, yeah.
Particularly the stuff with Roddy McDowall, definitely. You do buy he is like a sort of 70s horror icon in the movie, a fictitious one. But yeah, you do buy that. But yeah, I can watch this movie for days. I absolutely love it. It's
absolutely brilliant. There's not a slow scene in it. You just as soon as it starts, that's it. No. You're into it.
You're hooked. You're drawn.
Yeah,
you're there. The movie's got you. The characters are just so likable. All of them. Evil Ed, all of them. Amy, even the villain Jerry Dandridge. You just love him. He's great. That shot at the end where he actually does meet his demise, and that ball of light hits him. They actually filmed that. They actually dropped him, so they filmed it vertically.
Fucking hell!
He did like a free fall drop, so that's why it looks so good. Like it looks like he's getting knocked against the wall, but he's actually falling. It's really good how they've done it. Yeah, I just love it. I love the look as well on Charlie and Peter's face when they actually see him dying.
Yeah,
screaming, and he's there just like, oh, we've finally done it. So hopefully it's over now.
If you've not seen Fright Night, you don't need to watch it now.
Yeah, we've talked and quoted the whole fucking movie. But we'll say if you've seen this and if you haven't seen the sequel, check the sequel out because it is worth a watch. It is a decent follow-up.
It really is.
It doesn't repeat. It's not a rinse and repeat job of the first movie. William Ragsdale and Roddy McDowall are the only two actors to come back, but it is still worth a watch. It is still a fun vampire movie, the sequel.
I even like the remake. Not as much, but I do like it. I love the fact that you do get Chris Sarandon do a little cameo.
Yeah, I've just said bar the Evil Dead character. Evil Ed, you bellend.
Evil Dead? You called him that earlier on.
Did I? Oh, fuck's sake. What a dickhead. Maybe that's why he's called Evil Ed.
Evil Ed from Evil Dead.
Yeah. But it's just such a fun... I'll be talking about this as well with Carlos and Davey. I'm doing a special on it next week.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, it's I can't say it for me. It's the greatest 80s horror film.
So there you go. There's the two number ones.
There it is. I don't know if you want to quickly just do a rundown of your 10 to 1. Just like read the titles off if you've got it to hand. If not, don't worry if you haven't. But
yeah, hang on a sec. I'll just have to put those back in order. I'll forget. Yeah. So, from 10 to 1. Right, so number 10, Psycho 2. Number 9, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Number 8, A Nightmare on Elm Street. Get in, you fucker. Number 7, The Shining. Number 6, The Burning. Number 5, My Bloody Valentine. Number 4, Fright Night.
Fright Night.
Number 3,
Creep Show.
No, that's number 2, isn't it?
Yeah, Creep Show's number 2, yeah.
What have I missed?
Your number 3 was I can't remember now.
But why the hell isn't it?
American Werewolf in London was your number 3.
But where the hell have I put? Oh, there it is. Yeah, number 3, American Werewolf in London. Number 2, Creep Show. And number 1, Friday the 13th, the original.
I haven't got mine to show anymore because I've stacked them all up as I've gone through. But I'll read them off. So number 10 for me was Sleepaway Camp. Number 9 was Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives. Number 8 was Joint, Day of the Dead, and Return of the Living Dead.
Yep.
Number 7 was Christine. Number 6 was The Fly. Number 5 was An American Werewolf in London. Number 4 was The Shining. Number 3 was A Nightmare on Elm Street. Number 2 was The Thing. And number 1 was Fright Night. That's it.
That was really fucking difficult.
Yeah, it was.
But my God, that was so enjoyable. I loved that.
Yeah, it was. That has been as good as the last one. I think we, in terms of enjoyment.
We've only done the 1 decade, and we've still gone on for 3 hours and 17 up to now, and that's just with 80s.
Yeah.
Because last time it was 15 titles, 5 with the 60s and 10 with the 70s. But I think because there's more of the 80s films we absolutely love, I think we had more to talk about, to be honest.
Yeah, and we even talked about some of the ones that I couldn't pick because you had ones in your list that weren't on mine. I had ones in my list that weren't on yours, and he was just talking about those as well. But that's the hardest video I think we'll have. Yeah,
I do, because there was some of them you were picking and I hadn't put them in. I'm like, oh, it fucking kills me not to put that on there.
Yeah.
There was quite a few I was gutted about. When you said The Evil Dead as well, I was like, I knew there was another one I meant to get out for the honourable mentions. So it would have been honourable mentions, but it kills me the fact I couldn't put it in the top 10.
Yeah.
But you got to go with the ones you love and the ones you watch the most, so that's exactly what I did.
Exactly, and everyone's top 10 is going to be different, and
of course it is.
That's how it should be. I'd never ever go in on anyone for picking a movie I wouldn't pick because I can't tell anyone how to feel about a movie. The only person I can tell how to feel about a movie is me. So
exactly,
yeah, that's just the way it goes. But
that's the beauty of it. If everybody liked the same, wouldn't it be fucking dull?
It'd be boring.
It would.
If everyone liked the same and if everyone hated the same thing, it'd be fucking boring. It'd be like,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, it is great to talk about, the common interest with liking a movie the same as someone and disliking the movie the same as someone. Of course, you'd get on, but we can't all have the same opinion on every movie.
No, it's impossible.
But yeah, But yeah, that's it, Nige. That's the 80s done.
80s done, and I've had an absolute fantastic blast doing it.
Yeah, roll on the 90s for the next one.
I think it's going to be easier than this, like, I must admit.
I've done my list for the 90s, but what I found doing it is some of the 90s horror movies aren't actually scary. They're just entertaining movies.
Yeah.
The 90s sort of dilutes the horror a little bit. I think it's not as prevalent.
I think I'm pretty sure what my number one is.
I know what my number one is, and I think we've both got the same number
one. I think it's going to be the same one, I reckon.
Yeah, it's the greatest.
But yeah, I'll have to have a look and a think.
Yeah, I've done it.
But when did we do the first one? Was that about 2 weeks ago?
It was 2 weeks ago. Yeah. The reception from the 60s and 70s one has been absolutely amazing. I think it just passed 1,000 views today. So,
wow.
Yeah, it's. I'm like, I think I'm safe in saying this for you, on behalf of yourself as well. I'm really proud of how that video's done.
Yeah, definitely, I am.
Really proud of it, and I'm hoping to be proud of this one because I think this has actually gone on longer than the 60s and 70s one.
The thing is, we haven't just like sat and talked. These videos, when you're doing your top 10s or whatever, there's a lot of effort gone into them. You've got to sit and really think and pick the films out, then you've got to talk about them as well. So
yeah,
you've got to just sat for 10 minutes, you sat for hours. So we have actually put a lot into it.
Yeah,
so I'm proud of them both already.
Yeah, I am. You know, I'm off to go and watch the cult classic that is The Shining.
Are you going to watch it?
No.
I think I might go and watch the cult classic that is The Ghastly Ones. No, I won't.
Oh, fucking hell.
I think I might watch. Oh, God.
That's like saying, I've enjoyed talking about all these 80s movies so much, I'm going to watch The Ghastly Ones.
Followed by a Razorhead.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I think I might watch. Oh, shit.
You were up for American Werewolf in London, weren't you?
Yes, that's the one. I think I'll watch that. It was either that or
Creep Show as well.
Yeah, I'm going to watch American Werewolf, I think.
Yes, I can't knock you for that because it's the greatest werewolf movie ever made, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely agree.
All right, folks, I think at 3:22 we'll call it a day.
Yes. Hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have doing it.
Hope you've enjoyed it. I'm sure there'll be people watching this in parts or watching it in one sitting. But
yeah, they're not going to watch it in one go unless they're off.
Yeah, I really, really hope everyone who's watching enjoys this as much as we have making them.
Yeah, so do I.
It's we'll probably do the 90s one in about 2 weeks as well. So just hope everyone enjoys it and has a blast watching it, and we wish you all well. So
see you all very soon. Hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, hope you enjoy it, everyone. So we'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.